Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Dope Check. I don't even know what episode number we are on. All I know is the season is officially done and dusted. The World Cup has concluded. OpTic Gaming are your back-to-back champions at the end of the year. What a turnaround they had this season, from the depths of hell to somehow being the best team in the game by an absolute country mile. But what does it mean for the rest of these next couple of months? Because Rostermania is going to go crazy. FaZe, Thieves, both eliminated far earlier than they would have expected. What sort of super team is going to get formed very shortly? We're going to discuss everything today. How OpTic got to this point, which teams need to blow it up bad, which are the key players in the market to come. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be back. Me and Trey have just slammed a shot before the stream started because the donations today have been going crazy. Don, you're keeping nice and healthy and sane.
A little sativa gummy.
It's good to see.
Two sativa gummies. Yeah. I'll be a little faded, a little vibey.
You still alive, Trey?
But yeah.
What's up? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Listen, like, straight vodka just isn't nice to shot. You know, I don't usually shot vodka shots, you know, but I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, have all these generous donators and people that watch our streams day in, day out, watch our watch parties, pre-shows, all that. We're not gonna let them down. You know,
No.
we've been gifted a lot of money, and you know, we appreciate you guys for that. We don't ask for nothing. You know, we just want to do these shows, give you guys some content throughout the season. So we appreciate the support that you guys show on YouTube, Spotify, all that type of stuff. Season's done. It's chalked. It's over.
It's only just getting started for me, though.
Yeah, for you, yeah. You know, everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Their favorite team won the event. You know, we do have the BP Awards coming up soon as well. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
Oh yeah, we do.
August
10th of August.
August 10th, I think. You know, and I think, Rob, we don't want to give away too much, but I might be popping down.
Yeah, you might be popping down. Say hello. You know.
Yeah, I might do a little might get a little suited and booted up with Rab, and we do some little presenting. You know, live. You know, might go down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
stay tuned.
Listen, I'm doing great. Season's been great. I think this event, EWC, was probably one of the best events of COD I think I've watched in a while. All the games were crazy. Exceed is no longer a burger anymore.
We've got the card. We will be showing the card.
Yeah, there's we made a new card for Exceed. We made a new card for Exceed. So if you guys were in the chat and, you know, all the listeners want to take a guess on who that is, or what card style we went for, then, you know, hopefully it pops up before you guess. So, listen, season's great. I'm doing great. Dope Check's doing great. Let's get straight into this episode.
Damn right. Thanks, PrizePicks, supporting the show and the content this entire season, as always. Because the COD season's done, that does not mean that sports, other esports, aren't still ongoing. So if you guys want to get involved in anything, you guys know the place to be. Link in the description. Download the app, code Breaking Point. $50 first $5 pick. You know the vibe. Let's crack right on, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to start with just discussion around EWC in general. Going into the tournament, people were saying Mickey Mouse, all this, right? Coming out of the tournament, feels like a slightly different perception on the tournament as a whole. Yeah, we had the coaches there behind the players on the stage. Did it really change much? No, I actually think it probably added something. If we trialed that for the CDL, would it be different? I don't know, but I think it was kind of nice to see, certainly for a newer viewer. In the end, the Codcaster, the patch, yeah, there were technical issues, sure, but they figured it out over the course of the weekends. The event was cleaner, better run than I expected. The crowd was bigger. You know, they had a lot of energy in that arena there. Even too much energy, right? People were trying to leak diffusers and all this type of stuff. So I think people coming into the event trying to say, okay, where does World Cup sit on the power rankings? And of course, yeah, if it was double elimination, it would probably be carried in slightly higher regard. But it's still a massive tournament. Every year it's going to get bigger and bigger. Magnus Carlsen, the greatest chess player ever, was in the audience watching the guys play the grand final. Like, you know, and I think it's the type of tournament that the COD would be significantly worse off without it, in my opinion, the way that the league is currently being run. So, did your perception, Don, having watched the tournament and seen it unfold, change based on what you thought it was going to be going in?
I mean, we were gassing up the event before it happened. I mean, the event was incredible. The production was incredible. I mean, if anything, it changed. I made me value it even more, honestly. I love the production, even like just them. Not to like throw shade, but like when they were like panning the camera to the crowd, showing like the girlfriends last year and all the shit. They panning it to the crowd. They showing big fat baby's father. You know what I'm saying? Father who? You know what I'm saying? That just gave me dope seeing him lose his fucking mind in the crowd, rooting for his son. Like show the parents, like show everybody. You're seeing all type of different like people from different races wearing different clothing and things like that. It was just great. It was great to see. Like I said before, we are all saying, bro, it's $1 million tournament. I value it very highly. It's $1 million tournament. Like I don't really have a deep dive with that. There's nothing else to talk about. The single elim, I do think single elim isn't the best format, but I mean, the best team won, right? Look at it. The past two grand finals, different format. Double elim was one of them. Single elim was the other one. They both made the finals. So most times, the single elim, you're still going to get the best team to win. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was great, and yeah, I can't wait to play at one. To be honest, that's my. Yeah. I want to play at one because I just think it's just an amazing event. Why not try to play or support this tournament? It's a great tournament. It's $1 million tournament. And then also before I give it to Trey, Ravens fumbled the bag so hard, but guess what? It was good for the plot because they would have got shit on. They wouldn't have won a series. We instead got a challengers team. We got two challengers teams, right? That made it out. Omit and
Five Fears.
Five Fears. Capitals team, bro, they literally picked up. Cap had not been playing the game. Like, he was dropped. His season was over. Like, he played all year, but like, he just kind of was like, oh shit, I'm playing. And then they fucking made it out the pool. Like,
and he took down Cloud9 in the process. So typical.
Yeah. And was Rocker in that pool?
Yeah. They beat Rocker, and then he took out the team that dropped him to make it to bracket.
They took out. That's just a crazy story. And like this event, yes, the single elim is ass. But if we can get amateur players in our tournaments and then the bracket single elim, I at least will take that because look at it. I mean, I know it did take them 4 times. I think this was the 4th time for that AMs got to play against pros. Like there was one in Raleigh and Model Fair 2. There was a Pro-Am in Vanguard. There's maybe a couple others I can't think of right now, but they finally showed up and they beat pros. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of AMs should be at least thought about and looked at going into next year, for sure.
Listen, someone put it in the chat. EWC was shaping up to look like a big Mickey Mouse tournament. We were looking at protocol, hardpoint, coaches coming in, single elim. But, my hot take is I do prefer double elim, but single elim makes a tournament so much more, like, intense.
I know what you mean, honestly. Like the matches were
listen,
the OpTic Heretics match was way more insane because it was single.
Listen,
elim, right?
I am all for double elim. I don't want to ever state that I'm not all for double elim. Double elim needs to be in every single tournament, but on a one-off $1.8 million tournament, OpTic winning that whole thing after choking against Heretics map 1 250-249, going 5-1 up in S&D and losing 6-5, to then going into a control where they were 10 seconds away from losing to getting 3-0'd by a Spanish team, to then reverse sweeping and then taking the whole tournament by slamming a team in the finals just proves how good they were as a team and how being a veteran like they all are and how single elim would have just, that could have potentially chalked their year in terms of they win champs, go there, they choke horrendously versus Heretics, and then you look at that team thinking, wow, could they make a change now? Instead, you saw resilience. You saw one of the best teams in the world, well, the best team in the world, come out and just absolutely violate everyone and show that they are the most clutch team in history in terms of a single elim bracket too. And I'm not gonna lie, I said it in like the pre-show that we just done, but this was probably the best tournament I've watched in the past 5 years. There
was lots of things that made this tournament fire. So, yeah, it was a great way to end the year. All the storylines came together at the same time. It would have been very difficult to write a better script, right? FaZe out in bracket, in group play to a challengers team. Thieves get knocked out top 8. It just all sets up really nicely for the Rostermania that we're going to discuss. We'll get to that. Couple of super chats just to quickly hit because you guys have been absolutely killing it today. Thanks all so much for the support. I think there was... is there a chance Sanchez FaZe stick for one last ride? We'll get into that. I think the chances are about 1%. Misfit says, Rabba got a hot take. How about Tej to flex on Falcons, bring Temp in on the sub? Pred, Temp, Tej, and Sell.
Listen. What? Listen. If there's a way Donny Temp gets on the Falcons, generational wealth to win.
Yeah, generational wealth. That's the politicking game, baby.
Hey, but, I will be using an AR though. I'll tell you that much. I promise you. I'll keep the AR. You know, I'm 26 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the bridge to being a father and a husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the submachine gun life is over with for me. Yeah, the submachine gun life is over for me, bro.
Jorge says, I'm still rather have a loser winner bracket, but single limb to bring extra pressure made most teams play at their best. Go on, Trey.
We got a £5 from Aaron. I just wanted to bring this up because obviously there's, you know, we're going to get into like roster stuff.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a Ronnie tweet. We will get into that.
The chat's losing their mind. But just to touch on what everyone's saying, Ronnie tweet basically saying LAG are wiping house, including Kismet.
Shock
horror. They were the worst team in the league all year. Pretty much. They were. I think they were worse. I think they were the worst team in the league. And yeah, like, you know, fucking shock horror. Gataga got rid of all the players after saying, you know, they're all kill horrors.
Cannot believe it. Let's talk about the tournament. This was the eventual bracket that OpTic made the run to win on. We'll talk about some of the key candidates and, well, just the key individuals really at play this tournament. Before we get into who won, who lost, and some of the storylines, I just wanted to quickly shout out Pred. Because he did it. Pred tops the KD standings for the tournament in the end after Toronto had a difficult final day. We were watching intently, Trey, as Pred was dropping some generational... Does he
walk away with the 50k?
I think he walks away with the 50k.
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
I think he walks... Okay, so if you guys don't know the chat, I think it was a thing last year too, but this year there was a $50,000 bonus for the top KD of the tournament, and Pred set himself up beautifully. Not only did Pred kill horse so hard against Team War, he then got knocked out of the tournament, top 12, so then he wouldn't have to play better teams in the bracket. Generational strategy from AG.
Listen, he's also made more than the third place space team.
Bro, that is fucking brain dead.
Hey, third place.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Third place.
I don't know how to feel, bro.
Third place makes 50k.
I feel about that, bro. Like, all right. What do we think? Like, do we blame? Because they were fucked, right? Their team was fucking.
They weren't winning, so
they weren't winning. But he could like.
Listen, before we go into it, apparently, like, I don't know if it's the same thing this year. I don't know, but if if he does get the 50k, he was on a generational kill whore versus Team War.
Okay,
I will say that.
Maybe it's not actually true. Maybe
no.
Exist.
Like, they're saying in the chat, like, PredTech Zuma saying it's not true. And I don't know whether it's about the 50k or that he kill horde. And listen,
I don't really care if the 50k exists or not. I can still see what you're doing on the map.
Listen, I couldn't give a flying fuck. All right? Listen, against Team War, that was a generational, and I will stand on that. I was watching it, but listen, everyone knows it, bro. Like, listen, Pred ain't getting in no hill versus Team War, who's a chalk team with a coach playing and a stand-in. I'm not getting in the hill. Pred, I would have done the same thing.
I respect it.
I am saying the same thing.
Is it real or not, bro?
Apparently, Pred said it isn't real.
Apparently, Shotzi said it is real.
It is real.
Shotzi said it's real?
Yeah, I think Shotzi said it on the podcast before OpTic went, I think. Like, I thought it was a thing last year. Now I think about it, I think it was a thing last year.
No, the TJ go nah. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I fuck with AG, but on the rewind, bro, I would never do my nigga Terry like that, bro. I would never do my nigga Terry like that. Terry, you are 0-7. Bro, Terry did not want to go through that door. He didn't want to go through that door, and he's 0-7, and motherfuckers made him break through the door. Twin, he hit the door dead. 0-8. Going home, like, bro,
Don, listen, Don.
I'm not letting my boy do that, bro.
Listen, Don, me and my boy Rab, yeah, we're sat there, we're watching a Hacienda Hardpoint versus Team War. All right, I'm watching Pred hit a generational flank, unbelievable. Listen, play of the game. All right, it's the fences hill. All right, I'm sat there. Oh, Pred's making a pinch play. Absolutely, he's getting spawns and everything like that. Bless. He gets to 10. He ain't hitting no hill. All of his team die. He wraps around mid again and re-pinches the fences. And I'm thinking, that's a good man right there.
He started off the map 19 and 6. He was out of control.
Listen,
he was 19 and 6. Was he losing? I don't remember this map.
No.
Listen, MVP. Maybe it's the MVP.
He knew he wasn't losing. He knew he wasn't losing that game, like based on talent alone.
Okay.
Like they were winning. I'm just saying it was comedy, and like the whole, like, you know, it's just a comedy plot. Like even if it's real or not real, it looks funny.
But I'm actually more mind blown if there isn't a 50k reward for KD, because like if there was a 50k reward for top KD, I actually get the way that Pred played. If there isn't, I'm confused. I don't know.
Listen, if there's a reward, I'm holding my hands up. Oh shit, sorry guys, I won 60 bands, my B.
Yeah.
But wow, I would have been like, no, listen, I'd have been like, yo, Alec, on a real though, we weren't winning this event. Like,
yeah,
I just made a quick lick. Like, I just hit a lick.
Yeah.
Right, but you got to break your teammates off at that point.
Yeah, but they're blowing up anyway. So it's all good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so checked if my teammate does that.
Listen, if I'm one of the,
there's no way that shit is real, bro.
Listen, if I'm one of those challenger teams too, whew, I'm rotating P2 for P4. Won't catch me going there. He'll getting blitzed. I'm walking away with a lick. A little fresh 60 bands, little house deposit. I'm starting my life right there and then.
Thanks for all the super chats, gentlemen. Yosta, Rip, Pisma, aka Bullhog, aka Bulldog. Misfit, TJ go first, bro. Follow behind. Each push up first. I got your trade. Jacob with the 10 USD. If the league does a 16-team bracket for majors next year with 4 challenger teams, you guys worried in the beginning of the year the challenger teams will get absolutely slammed due to the skill difference? I don't know if the CDL's going to do that, first of all. I also think that, I don't know, we're going to talk about it, but some of the Halo players coming over, I think there's, I think the challenge, look, at the end of the day, we just saw a tournament, 2 challenger teams made the bracket. So, and yeah, some of those pro teams are mentally chalked, but still, I don't think it's, if we had 16 teams, probably 2 of the challenger teams get pissed on, 2 of them don't, which isn't the end of the world.
This is my thing about it is, like, yeah, we say, like, the challenger teams will get smoked by pro teams, but, like, we've also got to realize that there were pro teams in there that shouldn't be there as well. Like, we've never said these challenger teams are ass, but, like, towards the end of the year, these pro teams are absolutely fucking chalked, and we know they're ass. They're not good.
Yeah.
Like, Omit are better than some of the fucking... Like, Omit had to play...
Hell yeah.
Like, the Omit team had to play FaZe twice, and they should have beat them twice, but they had to play FaZe twice, which is, like, very commendable. But, like, if you're telling me they're in a different bracket with, like, LAG and the other team, like, they're getting out there no sweat.
Yeah. I agree.
Right. Do you see Mamba and Craze replacing Envoy and Ghosty? Thank you, Excision, for the $5 as well. I appreciate that. Listen, this is what I'll say about the Omit team. I'm not going to say, do I see him replacing anyone? I just want to see a year where the best challenger team has 4 players from that challenger team all go into the league, whether they're on the same team or on a different team. I'm sick of these. I'm sick of the best challenger team winning most of the things and the top and the main event they need to win. And even them doing well at EWC. I know they didn't place high, but, like, you know, for a challenger team to beat a pro team and actually make bracket plays, pretty fucking good. I don't want to see a full challenger team like that, where obviously every single player in that team is the reason why they are as good as they are.
Yeah.
Not be in the league. We've seen a lot of players stay in the league just because they're, you know, I mean, it happened when I was playing too, you know. Players staying in the league because they're good friends with someone and, you know, they get picked up. Not saying they're ass, but like there's clearly better options out there. So if the whole Omit team doesn't get picked up, I feel like it's just another disgrace on why the league is how it is. We're also in a situation where the league isn't paid to be in it anymore, which is kind of weird to me now. You know, at the start it was sanctioned off, so you had to pay 25+ mil to have a spot. They took away that, and now we're still in a situation where it's still gate kept in a way where you don't even have to have 25 mil to even have a spot anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that. It seems a bit backwards to me. But other than that, I just want to see a year where the top challenger team gets 4 players from that challenger team all in the league.
Yeah. And just to add on to your point, which I completely agree with, like, try to keep some of them together this time around. I mean, this might be me talking on my ass, but I feel like right now is probably like you're looking at a lot of pros that are like a lot of people are droppable right now. Like, I feel like this is the best time. Like, bro, like
so there wasn't that many players. They're coming to the end of their careers too.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't want
to like
pros say. I don't want to say that, but I'm just saying, like,
I'm
not
saying,
that
like,
many people
general,
were impressive this year, and like, don't throw these challengers players into uncomfortable situations. Like, I think Max should get picked up in the league. I think it would be nice for him to have Vivid or somebody else, at least one person from this team, so he has some level of comfort. Because look at how Mac is playing, right? Look at how he's playing. He's playing amazing. But then now you throw him on a team just thrown together, and the play styles don't mesh. Now he looks like Surge Mac again, where he's dropping 0.8s. Like, people like playing with people that fit your play style is very, very important. And these guys clearly work very well together. Like I said before, Mamba, I'm pretty sure he played on dog shit internet, but in challengers, like in MW3, he never like was successful. Like, he just started going crazy. Like, did he just all of a sudden fucking hit a Call of Duty puberty where he became nasty? Probably not. It probably just worked out with the play styles, and like, he was probably always that good, but he was playing with shitters. Merc, I played Merc in challengers. He wasn't doing this shit. He's godlike. When I played Merc in challengers, his team, it was probably hard to do good with his team. Like, his team wasn't great. So try to keep some of these people together. Like, it's going to be hard to pick up a whole team of 4, right? But if you can, at least 2-2, 3-1, something. Like,
so many super chats today, guys. Appreciate all of you. Aaron mentions Mohawk a couple of years ago, looking like I mean, you know, that's not untrue. It's just Mohawk. He did have his offer. You know, I mean, it wasn't a great offer, but he did have one, and it never came to fruition. Cision says, "Do you see? Do you see Mac on Thieves? Is he underrated?" I don't see look, if Thieves make a change, they're gonna make a change that they are like 90% sure is gonna be an upgrade, or at least they can try. I don't see that being the case for Mac. We'll see. I think Mamba and Crate, I think FaZe have so many options they can consider right now, so we'll definitely get into that. Thanks, Dean. I feel like Vivid will not get picked up, says Excisions. Again, we'd mentioned it the other day, Trey. He's got to work on his, you know, how to say it exactly. Finesse
Listen,
game.
He's got to work on his outside
of the
politics.
server game. Yeah, let's just call it the politics.
Listen, Vivid is a great asset to a team. Let's be real, but he's lacking one thing, and that's aura.
It's true.
Listen, no, it's true. Listen, Vivid is great for a team. Like, I love Vivid. I would pick Vivid up every day of the week. He's great for a team. He does no bullshit, and, you know, wants to hop on, wants to win. But it's like when he played for the Ravens. I didn't notice Vivid that much, but I know he does a lot for the team. He's got to start politicking a little bit better. He's got to let people know, I'm Vivid. I'm the fucking shit. Like, look what happened with Ravens when they dropped me. Ass. They didn't even make EWC. They got disqualified because I weren't there. You know, imagine if Reese was still there. Reese and Slasher would have, you know, they would have had 4. They would have been able to go. He hasn't sussed the politic game yet, which, you know, he's been in the league for a while now, and he keeps getting dropped. Which every time he gets dropped, the team gets worse. He's just got to work on the politic game. I feel like he's too nice. You know, when you see Reese walk into the room, you don't feel it. and that's what we need to feel. And
Crimsix did say that, to be fair. Crim said when he played him, he didn't even know his name.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Listen, and I will tell Reese this to his face. And Reese will probably be like, yeah, nah, you're right. I got to start politicking more. So start doing it because you are an asset to every team that needs you. Stop getting dropped. You've been dropped so many times, but you're so fucking good. It's the same with Mac. Mac started off the year unbelievable. A really good player. The team gets worse. He drops off. He joins the challenger team with Vivid. Oh, guess what? They start doing really fucking well. Start fucking thinking you're the shit, but you don't have to have an ego about it. Start politicking.
FaZe Vivid, I'm starting the agenda. Jorge says, I really like Miami, wish they stayed together, but after seeing their tweet, it doesn't feel like they're sticking. We'll get into some of the Heretics tweets in a second. Excision says, Trey, who would you pick up to replace Cell and Draz? We'll get into that as well in due course. I'm looking at Don Dada maybe. I don't know. It's just an option. Legend, Don Dada, New AR duo. That's all I'm saying.
No, I was gonna get into that about the Halo players coming over and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll get into that too. There's two teams I want to clown on real quick. We need to clown on the teams that lost to 5 Fears because we're going to talk FaZe, but we've got to give a little segment here to G2 because they gave us lots of entertainment this season, Don. For good and for bad, they were always on the edge, and then they turn up to this tournament, they get bopped down to losers by Cloud9, they clearly didn't want to be there, and then they get piss slammed by Exceed out of the tournament, 5 drops of 1.2 on their heads. You know, it's a tippable way to lose. And okay, look, 5 Fears went on to knock out Cloud9 as well, so maybe it doesn't look so bad. But still, out of all the pro teams in the tournament, these guys were the only one to place dead last. Every other pro team at least came top 12. These guys, top 16, only made 5k each, which is... pretty bad for your trip all the way out to Riyadh.
Listen, Don. We don't have to talk about G2. They were ass. They were ass all year.
Yeah.
You want to not talk about it?
We'll give them the spotlight. But there was a time. Listen, there was a time where Trey Zero was picking them from O Series.
There was a time.
Me too.
We run it back. We run it back when Kenny got picked up. I was like, yeah, I like this. 3 young guns that just like not been in the league for that long. Beside Nero, Nero's been around for like a little bit longer. Yeah, I like this move. OpTic, they're playing against OpTic. I see a 3-1 on the horizon. Protocol hardpoint. Wow, it's a 3-1. They're absolutely fucking slamming them. OpTic come out of nowhere, beat them. I'm like, all right, a little rough start. It's cool. And then after that, it was just diabolical. And, we had that discussion when they played that little online tournament where they just gave up and just disqualified, said, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, that was fucking brilliant because then Exceed during the tourney came out and said that they ran the same strats on dealership search at the EWC as they did back then. So
yeah, that was. Yeah, I was talking about that in the group chat. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Listen, bro.
They needed you coaching them, Don.
There's not. Not trying to. I have relationships with these people, so not trying to like be too rude, but like, yeah, the team was bad, bro. They needed to change before the event. I think they knew they needed to change before the event. I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe money, timing, something. But I don't think they were the most confident going into the cup. Like this team this shit was over at Major 4 for me.
When they didn't make champs.
When they didn't make champs, yeah. When they didn't make champs, like the team, yeah.
You gotta realize it's hard for a team to lock in when they haven't made champs too.
Yeah. The one thing I will say too that I forgot, because I was actually upset about this the other day, but Ender was like, hey, because I said in the chat, I'm like, they lost to a team with no AR player. Like, I know Exceed played good, but like, I'm just saying, if you look at Cap, Exceed, Fire, Hixie, like, bro, come on. Like, if I played that team and I was obviously playing the game every day and stuff like that, I would think these guys legit don't have an AR. No one's gonna snake me. No one's gonna play a spot that's gonna like give me hell. Like nothing. Like I'm literally ripping those guys apart. Like. They lost to 8. Like I don't know, and they're like, or Illy was like, They only played submaps. Like the teams didn't
matter.
figure them out. No, I'm saying the teams didn't figure them out. Bro, look at their gamer tags. Like if I literally didn't watch COD for 2 years, came back and saw their gamer tags, I'd be like, bro, put them on a fucking AR map. Put them on the biggest map in the fucking game. They don't have like what the fuck? They don't have an AR. They literally don't have an AR player. And they got top 8. That is legitimately insane.
I mean, like I said, like I was so hot on this team. I was picking them every series. I was like, damn, they're gonna make a run. I like the look of this team. Theoretically, they were fun to watch, but they weren't a good team.
Yeah, they weren't good. They were really bad.
Yeah, PD said
They
as
weren't
well,
a good
we'll
team.
rock up better with Paul X. They placed better. Like, Kenny was better than Paul X individually, but as a like the rest of the team was better when Paul X was there.
Bro, they played.
I guess, yeah.
They played better COD with Kenny. They didn't win with Kenny. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not like the decision was bad because like they weren't doing shit
was a
with
good
Paul X
decision.
either. Really,
It was just. I think it was just poorly executed.
thanks all the super chats
I
by
don't
the
know.
way from Excisions.
He said,
dropped
who even
another
ran
one.
AR?
Tantrum says since
We got,
16 team league is likely not to happen, what about having the top 4 challenger teams competing in pool play? I mean, like I'd love to see that happen again, run it back, but we'll see if that actually happens. I don't know if people in charge are making good decisions. The reality is, people say, "Oh, Kenny's washed up" or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Kenny's still Kenny. Like he's not going anywhere.
Someone Excision came in with a $2. Said, Trey, would you coach if you got the offer? Listen, I'm actively trying to coach. I've been saying it for the last 2 years. I will take a coaching spot. Doing the show doesn't help because I have to be. I'm an honest guy.
You're gonna get the headset
You know,
on, Trey.
And I'm an honest guy. I'm going to say if I don't think someone's good, I'm going to say if I think a team's bad. But yeah, I'm actively trying to coach. My email is in my bio.
Damn
if
right.
you're-
Look
if you
in
feel
3,500 viewers in here. Anyone owns a team?
Yeah. Listen, if you need a coach and you feel like your CDL team needs a little bit of something, I'm a vibes coordinator.
Yeah.
I'm a good coach. I know what I'm talking about. Just letting you guys know, I did coach the OMIT team for a week and a half. I did. That was me. All me.
And guess what? They beat FaZe.
All me.
You got
I said they were the best control team. I said they were the best control team I've seen in a while. Guess what? They didn't lose a control. Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right, so 5 Fears then went on. They took down Cloud9. Cloud9, hilarious team, honestly. They bring in Gwyn. Nothing changed, really. They looked a bit more competent. Like, they didn't... The OpTic series was kind of interesting. And then Fire drops a 1.3. Shout out to your boy Fire, Don. He talked a lot before the tourney. Like, look, I'm back. The shit on my name is not deserved. And he backed up his talk.
Yep. Bro, I'm proud of him. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but I'm proud of him. I did coach him for like a month. I've coached a lot of these players. I'm not gonna lie. I coached fucking Kyler. Everybody that I coached made the league except for ProLoot. So that's why I always be riding for him. But I want ProLoot in the league. But yeah, Fire, like, he's been frying. But like now I think his teams are just having more success. Like, obviously it's in challengers. Like, placings don't matter the most. But I feel like certain challengers, everyone has different criteria, and like his criteria is like they want to see him like make it far into tournaments while he's frying, not just get top 16, top 12, a random, you know what I'm saying, a random top 3. Like, I feel like his placings is like better, and like the way he plays impacts winning more. So I do think Fire deserves another chance because, I mean, bro, he was in the league and probably you can't ask for a worse situation than his situation. And I know it's just an excuse. Like, he still could have did his best, but like it felt like he had the pressure of the world on him. Like, and I potential for him to get picked up. Like, I literally was begging them to pick him up because he was frying it. Like, he's talented, bro. He has gunny, and he actually has really good awareness. Like, he's actually not like, he's not just a brain dead challengers player. He knows like what's going on the map, especially like to getting kills too. Like, I watch it. He's a dirty sound whore. Oh my lord, that guy's sounding everything, bro. If you watch him, it's actually insane. That's why that helps him with his awareness. Like, he's really good. He definitely deserves a chance, bro. Like, that's insane numbers. 1.3.
Yeah, he was cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, though, speaking of 5 Fears, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. coming into the tourney, there was talk about Exceed, the Burger King, the famous 57 card with the Burger King hat, where it all began. But this tournament, Exceed was the man. And we put together a special card. Lion Man's been cooking them up. Exceed, overall number. Here he is, baby. Welcome, Exceed. 88 Five Guys card. He's up there. He's up there. We gave him the Five Guys card.
It's the most expensive burger out there on the fast food chain.
It's right up there.
Fucking expensive.
It's right up there. He's looking sensational. Look at this guy.
Hey, listen, it's a hefty one. It's 88 rated. You go to Five Guys, your minimum spend is 25 buckaroos. You know, it's an expensive burger. We ain't talking no Burger King $3.29 chicken legend here. We're talking straight up Five Guys, 25 bucks just for the burger and a small fries.
Exceed won't mess
We're letting it be known. Now listen, you know, I hope he takes it lightheartedly. I will say this was my idea. I apologize. I do apologize. I did say we needed to make a little.
Nah, this was elite.
If he does it, you know.
This is elite, bro.
He had a very good tournament. Let's be honest.
He had a sensational tournament. I mean, look.
For no main AR and for a team that just, you know, got gifted the spot, because we won't get into the other spot, but, you know, shout out to Hixie, Capsidal, Exceed, and I forgot the other one. I shouldn't forget it though.
We were just yelling about it.
I shouldn't forget it.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Listen, happy for him. I hope some of them make the league, if not all of them. You know, I feel like especially Fire. I feel like he deserves another rerun, especially after that Paris situation. You know, he done a tweet about Benjay in the team. I don't know if you saw it done.
Nah.
He tweeted out that
my thing today.
Yeah,
Still have it.
he tweeted out basically saying that, you know, Benjay is the gatekeeper to the league.
Yeah, Benjay and Enable have been gatekeeping him from the league apparently.
Basically, Benjay was saying some stuff, basically saying that, you know, just because you know how it is. Exceeds Five Guys card. Can we get a
get a round of applause for the Five Guys card. Honestly, I liked Exceed's attitude this tournament. He came in with confidence, but after the games, like, you know, he kept it pretty humble. So I think W character arc from Exceed. So, and in the Lineman cards, he's gone from Burger King to Five Guys. He's moving up in the world, and then who knows what's next? You know, who's next? Maybe FaZe Exceed. We'll see. Time will tell.
Hey, the only thing we need. Listen, Simp's got to get. We got to do Simp a new card after that. I don't know what tops a Five Guys card though. Because,
hey, who had the lowest this event?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
We need a burger every event, bro. These shits are actually hilarious.
Is Lion Man in the chat? Is Lion Man awake?
Lion Man will be awake kind of soon, I think, in the next like hour or so. So we'll see.
I mean, listen, we can just do it like this. Stats, players, filters. We'll go to, you know, I'll do it real quick, Reb, so you don't have to do it on stream. Esports World Cup. We'll have a look at the players.
We can just like run to the bottom.
Leaderboards and the KD.
I mean, I already brought out the Preb one, so I can just filter by low.
Listen, respectfully, I'm not giving Bink. I'm not giving Bink Burger King. He was a coach.
Nah,
but then
don't give it to Bink. Who's the?
Then we got Standy.
We got Standy, yeah. Bink, Standy, Uli, Bants, Mythics, Beans, Envoy. Oh, damn. Envoy's 58th KD.
We should have make a bottom KD rule then.
Nah, it's not always KD.
We gotta choose just a burger of the event. Who we giving it to Envoy? Who's the burger of the tournament, bro?
I mean, we'll see what Lineman comes up with anyway. These are, for your guys' information, the highest and lowest KDs of the event. But yeah, Envoy did a bit of a stinky one looking back in hindsight here. He wasn't far off the absolute rock bottom on a team that somehow the bookies had Thieves as the pre-tournament favourites, which I thought was all rather confusing, but I guess they just base it on what people are actually going to pick up. So anyway, that's Five Fears. That's what's going on there. The other team, of course, we've got to talk about is the fact that FaZe got knocked out in the group stages. What happened to this team? And yeah, Omit, we gave them credit. Mamba deserves credit. Mac, for some reason, always just plays God mode against FaZe. It's the same story when he was on Surge back in the day. He's done it again. But Atlanta FaZe, or FaZe Clan as they're playing under this tournament, I don't know what happened to these guys, but they came in here, they looked very uncoordinated. I thought that maybe Crowder in the comms would help them out from that perspective, maybe fix some of their issues, or I don't know. But they just seemed to be... It felt like they already knew before this tournament that it was chalked. and that's pretty much how they played. Just a really interesting season for, obviously people are going to talk about Simp, right? Simp especially, because people quick to forget that Simp was in the MVP discussions for a very large part of the season. Like, was he not on the #1 all-star team or whatever they put together this year? Like, there's a reason why he was right in those convos, because his numbers and his execution this season was really good. But he turned up to the World Championship, dropped a 0.8, turned up to the World Cup, played a Challengers team twice and dropped a 0.9. Strange. We know that he's the Hill Kitten, which is kind of confusing, but it wasn't only Simp. Draza had a real difficult time as well. Just interesting to see this team, because like, I'm 99.5% sure they're going to blow this team up. It just feels like they went out with a whimper. You know, this team, this trio, this duo, they've been so dominant in the CDL. Every event they're in, people have always been like, damn, you know, if they until they're out, you're always kind of scared that FaZe are going to make a run. But at the end of their tenure, they just kind of went out without too much of a fight.
Listen, the team's done. Team's done. I'm not confirming nor denying.
Team's done.
You know, a team's choked.
Mm-hmm.
You might see one person stay with someone else, but I truly believe not only is the trio splitting up, I just think the whole team's done. You're going to see them on different teams next year, all three of them. I think the only person that stays on FaZe is Simp.
What are you thinking, Don?
Damn. I mean, yeah, the team is done. I mean, I was just thinking, like, you guys said that shit perfectly. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they went out with a whimper, bro. The shit's over with. Like, they lost. They got their worst placing ever. Like, it's crazy. They're done. I'm excited to see them play without each other. I feel like there's like at some point, you get like you want to obviously like always root for your teammates, but there's a point in competition that like I feel like Aches like always talked about it, Krim always talked about it. You want to be better than your teammate. You know what I'm saying? So Simp definitely thinks he's better than the BZ. BZ gonna think he's better than him. It's gonna be cool for like competition. Not to say they're not gonna have hella respect for each other. They're gonna have hella respect for each other. But I'm saying like, it's. I want to see how motivated they are and like Simp to just have one of his best seasons ever. Like, he had a solid season. I mean, I feel like online was weird this year for him. I feel like he was like way better on LAN. Like every event he would like play pretty good on LAN, like one of the best on his teams. And then in the online matches, I feel like he just wasn't good this year, which is weird because I feel like, not to say that he's not good on LAN. Normally Simp online, like
God
he's
mode.
like he is God mode. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see him get back to that. I mean, he's still Simp. I still believe in him. I still think I was saying that he could be the GOAT. If he wins, he still could. Like, I feel like it's changing every goddamn week. Now I'm like Shotzi. I mean, he's got $5 million championships, which is crazy. Like, that's insane. Counting the Halo one, he's got 5. So I feel like for like FPS overall, it's got to be Ant at this point. But Simp is still in the GOAT convo. If he has a good dominant season next year, he's right back. Nothing happened. But in the moment right now, they're like, damn, he just got shit on 2 events in a row. You know?
Yeah,
you can't play godlike at every event, man. It's gonna happen, but let's just see if he turns it around. Let's see if he's still elite.
People are going to discuss as well. Go on, Joe.
When the team's chalked, it's harder. But
I don't care. These 4 players are still some of the most talented players that I've ever touched.
Yeah.
But as a 4, you really when they're playing really well together, you can see how good they are as a team. But when the team's kind of chalked and the teamwork isn't there, you can kind of see how hard it is for 4 players of that caliber to actually play well. You're telling me that Draz is a 0.79 against everyone in the league? No, on this FaZe team, he is, just because that's just how the map's being played out. I think that's what people really got to start understanding too. But you know, people saying Kenny's washed and stuff like that. No, Kenny was on a chalked OpTic team. He then joins this Rocker team, plays a bit better, but it's still not Kenny levels. And you know, we see it still. Like, is there a time where, you know, people are bad? Yeah, for sure. But you can clearly see that 4 people playing bad means the team isn't good. Whereas, like, you know, even on OpTic, Kenny had a 0.3, but none of them were playing well. Let's be honest. None of them were playing well there either.
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference from saying someone's a bad player to where the team's chalked and there's just extra deaths and less kills on the map because the team's not doing what they need to do.
You also can like say just this is kind of throwing them bail too. Bro, if you look at it, Simp was nasty at the beginning of the year, then he fell off. And bro, people are saying, and I think Shotzi could be voted as the best player of Black Ops 6 in the top 4 or 5 at least. He's in the top 5 of Black Ops 6 when 4 months, bro. I remember that shit, bro. They were saying he should get dropped. Shotzi's holding the team back. People were saying that he's mid as hell. Shotzi, I mean, he was doing some dumb shit. Like, bro, he ran. Shotzi went from OpTic. They're running out bottom mid in the S&D when we're calling the lightning strike
on Hasi.
On Hasi into S&D to they look like the smartest team in the game. Like sometimes you can go through like playing bad, bro. Like there's nobody.
He didn't even have a bad year
every time.
He didn't have a bad year.
Shotzi?
Like in terms of like how he was playing, like KD wise,
it was like one stage. No, I know Shotzi. It was like one stage where he was playing bad when they were getting shit on or whatever.
Yeah. I think it was when they went 0-18.
Yeah,
but like, no one gonna play good when you're 0-18. Like, what the fuck do you want him to do, bro?
If it was 0-18, we had to go 0-100. I'm not dropping that motherfucker, bro.
Fact.
We're not like, what the fuck, like.
Bert says for the 5 USD, I'm just gonna ask it. Are Simp's best years behind him? Oh, we're back at it again.
No, bro. No.
We're back. Sam Ritchie of Shotzi wins champs next year. Is he the COD GOAT? I mean, look, 3 back-to-back world championships. Going to be tough to argue. I mean, look, he's tough. He's top 5 right now. We'll have this discussion as we get on. But yeah, so the FaZe go down. We'll talk about them a bit more. I do want to quickly say on the FaZe point, our understanding is, according to Ben J. Nassim, so credible sources, that Abizi and Simp are still contracted. Selim and Draza are not still contracted. So not to say that anyone is necessarily going to go or going to stay, but just worth saying that Simp is still under contract, so it would require a buyout from somebody to get Simp and Abizi, although I think that some of the teams that might be interested maybe aren't going to have too much difficulty with a buyout, depending what they want to do with their team. But Cell and Draz are free to go wherever they want, or they're free to stay, depending on probably what Simp wants, right? Because we'll talk about Abizi, where he might go. Obviously, there have been some rumours on that. If Simp was to stay on FaZe, presumably they're going to ask Simp, okay, like who do you want? Who are you trying to get? And then they can try and facilitate that with as much upside as possible.
They could make a nasty team. They could make do Thieves like go rogue? Because like I feel like Thieves got to go all in this year while they have Hydra and Scrap. So why not just buy one out and then take the other AR?
Nade might have to sell some of those CS cases.
Yeah, Nade needs to
buy Simp out,
sell the Dragon
and
Law.
then get Cell, and then Hydra, Scrappy, Cell. Isn't that the team that just weren't those the All-Stars? They could make
Pretty
that
much.
team. Am I tripping?
I mean, they could make that team. It's not impossible. They could get Cell for Ghosty. They could get Simp for Envoy.
Yeah, they would be. That team would be insane.
That
team would be insane, bro.
So yeah, we'll definitely get into that. We've got to also give some credit to the team that went on to win the entire tournament, right? The run was pretty unreal. Obviously, there's a few teams to talk about here when we have a look at the bracket overall. I guess a few words for the Surge. You know, they've done it again. They made 5 finals this season, if you include the minor. And they lost
this
all of the
team's
finals.
choked.
Yeah, yeah.
This team.
I do.
This team's short.
Really.
Listen, 3 finals made in 1 year. 3 of them you've gone 0-4.
Wasn't it 4?
No, I'm saying that they made 5 the whole year, but 3 of them they went 0-4.
Oh, 3 of them they were. Oh, okay, my bad. Damn.
Now listen, you've got to look at it like, you know, I'm sitting down with my boys, you know, Imagine I'm nasty. I sit down. 04, Abuser, Neptune. Oh, we do have a Burger King card too.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, check the.
No. Okay. I'll bring up the Burger King card while you talk, Trey.
That's just unfair.
That's not right, bro.
Yeah,
Anyway,
bad.
I'm nasty. Just remember, I'm nasty. You know, orange hair, got a little tash. I'm looking good. Sit down, my boys. I'm thinking, damn, we had a great year, boys. But 3 finals, not 1 map. Maybe we might have to chalk this up. We might have to do something. Now, listen, you know, end of the day, I'm joking, but I do believe that this Surge team, they've probably found their ceiling in terms of how far they're gonna get. And then when they play like a really top team, in the finals, that is, they just can't get it done. I don't know what their contract situations are saying, but I know Vancouver's pretty goddamn expensive. I know the taxes over there are pretty crazy. So I imagine if they get some good offers from some different teams with a better living location, they'll probably go join them. And it would be like no hard feelings.
That's what I'd imagine too. Draz had the worst control KD of any AR this event. Pretty crazy. 0.57.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Damn.
Pretty
Surge
sneaky.
might have. Yeah, they might have to change.
Bink, unfortunately.
04 is nasty, bro.
He got the Burger King card. Feels a bit bad. There were some stinky
Unfortunately,
cards in there.
Bink did get the Burger King card. Unfortunately.
That's just cheese though, cause he's a like he literally like
I know. Listen. It shouldn't be him.
he just got pulled up last.
It would have been
bro.
Standy outside of that. 55 overall, 0.44
Listen,
in search.
I'm making an executive decision. He's not the burger.
No.
That's like throwing Brian Saint on there because he had to fill in last second,
Yeah.
bro. Like, could you imagine Damon gets pulled in last second versus OpTic? And like he's like,
And he gets
I know
given
it's
Burger
Damon. We'll
King.
talk about it. And we give him Burger King. Like, what? We can't do that. JP Krez. Like imagine he pulled up with like, yo, last second sub. Like JP just popped in. Like he's dropped like a 48 rated card. Like, come on, that's unfair.
We don't have the Thieves cards yet. We only have Lionman's not got around to doing every single card. He's working very hard. But the teams that got eliminated early on, they are right here. Few words on Beans, Trey, because we talked about it during the weekend. Interesting decision out of Benjamin, one of the Benjamins, if Carl wants to load, to actually turn up and play at this tournament. Didn't have to. The team didn't have to drop Henry for him, but they picked up another AR. So they had Mythics AR, Beans AR. You know, definitely an interesting decision. And then they had Harry, who's also an AR. So, yeah, it's been a difficult couple of months for Beans because has the Mercury's drama, turns up, plays his tournament with Orchid, gets piss slammed, while his old team and Insight look even better. So, kind of a tough break. I still think Beans is good enough to be in the CDL, but I don't think the last 2 months have really helped his case.
Listen, you know, whilst I send this text out with some intel, you know, I'm working back and forward here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I said it before on the show. Ben Beans should not have played this event if he didn't make it on a CDL team. I heard he had an offer from a team. It didn't go through because obviously the rules and restrictions. He just shouldn't have joined this team. You know, I think he's still going to make a team. I feel like he's still good enough to make a team, but he needs to. This was the event where he should have just chilled, let his stock just continue where it was because he had a pretty decent year in terms of that. And like I feel like joining a challenger team, limited practice, 3 ARs wasn't the play. And I think looking back on it, he might say the same thing. Obviously, I know he's a competitor. Same with Kenny. You know, I said Kenny could have took the year off and his stock would have still been high. Kenny wanted to play. He's a competitor. So I understand that. I just feel like, you know, sometimes you got to look out for yourself and your future. And, you know, I don't feel like joining a challenger team was the best play for him.
Shout out Adam Assault as well. Called it a day with his career. He's been an OG, been around a long time. World champion.
Shout out Adam, bro.
So, solid career, respectable, way to go out. Obviously, unfortunate circumstances with the team, but, you know, wishing him the best. You know, we got some new blood coming in the league as well, so. These cards are very beautiful. Got TJ with the 72. I'm informed that Celium 78 rated is his lowest ever rated card. Pretty wild.
Top 12 would do it to you.
Top 12, that's what it's going to do. We're going to have more of these cards coming out in due course. But OpTic, they're the champions. They've done it again. They've gone back to back, not just in terms of World Championships, but now also with the final 2 events of the season. $2 million, $1.8 million. They won them both in the space of just a few weeks. They had to work hard to get there. The group stage was relatively easy. They got through without too much problem. Obviously, they had a nice group because they had the best seed basically going into the tournament. But in the bracket, they had to play Thieves in the first round. It was close. They brought a crazy comeback on the rewinds, just like they did at Champs. They then did a similar thing against Heretics in the game 2, which was one of the most insane series that you're ever going to see. And then the grand finals at that point was just very, very clear cut. But yeah, OpTic, I think they showed pretty much everything this event. Like they showed that they're completely the full package. I think especially this series, you did touch on it earlier, Trey, but especially this series, whenever they were pushed at the end of this season, which they were on occasion by Surge in the grand finals at Champs, by Heretics here in the semi-finals, that backs against the wall, they found a way to deliver. And that's what I found even more commendable. Like, you're never going to win tournaments without needing to win a game 5. You know, like, you're always going to... It's very, very rare that you're going to have a tournament run where you just absolutely smoke everyone and you never find yourself under some pressure. But the good teams show themselves when they are under pressure and they still find a way to fight through it. And OpTic did that every single time it was asked of them. Which is why it's crazy to look back in hindsight, because last year when OpTic won Champs, it was pretty clear that that was the best team since the Dynasty. But this team has very quickly surpassed that team by quite some margin, I think. And it's also one of the reasons why going into this off-season, there's really no one that's arguing anymore that Hook should be going anywhere.
Yep. I mean, bro, this was just incredible. I thought they were going to win before the event, personally. I don't know. It's just like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know how these guys got this good, bro. Like, yo, like, how did, like, I don't know. Like, Kyler, this is his best game ever. Like, he literally is like, he's their fucking in-game, like, I don't know how he got way better, like, from what he used to be. Like, he literally evolved as a player. It's insane. They're all gross. Merc, he's got, like, it don't even make sense. Because, like I said, I played him in Challengers. I'm not going to put it all on his team because he looked good on Toronto and OpTic. Obviously, he's just really fucking gross. Like, in Challengers, bro, shit was, I was playing against him. It was not the shit he's doing right now. So, whatever he did this game, he just locked it the fuck in. And he's literally like a top 3 player in the game. I don't know. Shit don't be making sense, but it just shows you get a team, you lock it in, you find talent, and there you go. You get a little bit of specialness.
Yeah, little special sauce.
You know, a little put a special seasoning on there. And there you go. You start winning shit, bro. You start running shit down.
I'm gonna talk about it like this. You know, I saw a tweet on Twitter. I nearly commented and called him the re word. You know, wait, am I allowed to say it, Reb?
Yeah, you could drop it.
I nearly called him a retard. You know, Hugh to me has probably been one of OpTic's most influential and you know, consistent players this year. I know Merc came out and obviously has excelled them, but I'll gas him up again. I'm strictly talking Hugh got dropped by them for, you know, Pred again, and comes out of nowhere, doesn't complain. You know, on the verge of playing challenges again, like he was at the start of the year. Fuck me, Jesus, I don't know how that was a thing. Comes back, no complaints, and just goes in there and does what he needs to do. And I've got nothing but respect for that. And I saw some guy on Twitter. I'm gonna call him. Like I said, I'm calling him retard.
Again.
That's it.
We're in the back to back.
Twitter at.
Trey's on the back to back.
That's his Twitter at. And he goes, "Call me dumb, but I feel like Simp for Hugh still gotta be done." And I nearly commented. I really did. Listen, they've just gone back-to-back at champs. I'm not saying they did it with Hugh, but they've just gone back-to-back at champs with Hugh's help. They've gone back-to-back for the event win for EWC, two of the biggest events of all time in terms of, back-to-back. Mercules has now, beaten Zinni and Zuma on prize earnings in 4 months when they competed. Not me, though. Not me. We'll just say that. Not me. He's got to get his bread up. But respectfully, we got to look at it like this. This OpTic team has probably looked the best since the Dynasty, in my opinion. They have an insane map record from champs to now. And I think if anyone thinks this OpTic team should change, I think you are dumb. I think you need to be reevaluated. And, simply if you want Hugh for simp, I just think you have a hate towards Hugh for no reason. So, there you go. That's my take on it.
And I would say, I think, so the comparison is a little different, right? So last year, they stuck together. They won champs, they stuck together. What did they come last year? 4th at EWC? Or was it 8th? Yeah, it was 4th. They lost to FaZe in the semis. So yeah, they lost only one series, and they were like, okay, it is what it is. But this year's a different circumstance. Like, Hydra and Scrap were both available last year at the same time, which was, and I'm not saying that there aren't amazing players also available right now, because there are, but it's not like you've got that duo there that's going to go to another team and whatever team they join is going to be crazy good. So that's why Hex was very keen to get it done last year. And then you add into the fact that they hadn't won the World Cup last year. Maybe there was some cracks under the surface a little bit, which we saw expand into a crevasse in December last year. And it's understandable why they were thinking about it. This year, I think that the circumstances are different just because they've actually gone back-to-back, and Hook was, okay, they all deserve their gas, but it's not like we're going to be playing a dramatically different game next year either. It would just be such a massive risk to get rid of Hook for simp, because it just doesn't seem like a sensible decision by any means after what we've just witnessed.
Bro, the hardest part about this is like you got to look at what's happening right now and not the names. Like, bro, take the gamer tags out of it. Like, you just keep the team together, bro. Like, these guys are cosplaying as fucking. They literally were joking about it. Like, Merce cosplaying as formal, and Hook is, bro. I'm telling you, Kyler, like, he is just gross, bro. Like, oh, I had a thought like 10 minutes ago. Y'all have seen the streams where like Shotzi, it was like after Vanguard, he like showed all the stuff he knew about the game. I want to see what they were doing like when they used to play at the beginning of the game with like Ken and Pred, because like the way they were playing must have made the game feel impossible. Like, I just want to see if he can break down like in game, because he did a really good, I don't know how Ant did such a good job of like explaining like little shit like that and like showing all the glitch spots and stuff in Vanguard. It'd be nice if he did it for this game and explain like some of the shit they used to do. Cause like, Hook was dropping fucking 2.0s in challengers. Like, I coached my challengers team, and granted, 3 of them made the league, but like Hook would carry. Like, he was legitimately carrying the team. Like, the team could show up and not give it their all, like just fucking like roll out of bed, yo, what's good, bro? Hook is just watch out. Dropping 50 straight out the bed, dropping 50. I'm like, what the hell? And then even he didn't look the super, like he wasn't like a Superman on like when he joined OpTic. It's like, what were y'all doing to make the game feel that hard? Because everyone played like shit. Like in that phase, like what were y'all doing? I just think it would be cool.
No, I agree.
There had to be like something like more than just the vibes. Like, y'all had to have been like disagreeing on literally what to do like in the game.
Sam Ritchie with the 5 Great British Pounds sterling. Is this year's OpTic peak better than Cold War FaZe peak? It's an interesting question. Because like Cold War FaZe had the better season. They won more events.
I want to say no, because EWC wasn't a thing then.
The thing is, Cold War FaZe, at their peak, they were just so much better than anyone else.
They were so consistent too.
And like OpTic were a lot better than anyone else, but like Surge and I don't know, like they could have 5-0'd Heretics, but also they could have been 5-0'd by Heretics. Like it was one of those crazy series. I don't know. In terms of peak levels, honestly, I think like last year's OpTic in terms of their peak was fucking right up there, to be honest. But it's a conversation to have. But I still think Cold War FaZe were just like, they were just totally the Terminators. But I think maybe it is a sample size thing.
Listen, they won.
but I
What
guess
did they
peak
win?
doesn't
3
consider
events.
sample size.
They won 3 events in Cold War and the champs.
Yeah, it was 3+. They won 4 total. They did
Now,
win major
now
tour
listen.
5.
You know, I don't feel like they're better than peak Cold War FaZe. That FaZe had the better season and they won champs. And you can't even like, yeah, OpTic went back to back with champs and EWC, but EWC wasn't a thing back then. Now, if you ask me a question, if EWC was a thing back then, do I think FaZe would have won it? Absolutely. I think they would have went back to back at the biggest majors too. I don't feel like this OpTic team was a better than Cold War FaZe. I feel like that's just, you know, if they had a better season, maybe. But I think FaZe were just consistent all year round for that year and unbeatable pretty much.
I mean, what do you think about the competition angle? I see people mentioning it in the chat. I was just about to say it. Like, you look back at Cold War, FaZe are the best by quite some way, but the comp weren't great that year.
The comp weren't great this year either. Let me just tell you that right now.
Well, I think it's interesting to look back on it, because going into the year, you remember at the start of the season we were like 3-team league, and then it actually became clear that it was actually a 2-team league, and then FaZe started to struggle and it looked like a 1-team league, and then out of nowhere we have Heretics, we got Surge, like Thieves and FaZe are still kind of going to be good, and then OpTic are making a charge, and like Toronto looked good at times. Like the league got really interesting really quickly, and it was good to see. But yeah, maybe in hindsight, I don't disagree. Trey, like people might look back on this season and say, "Damn, you beat a Boozer nasty 0-4 and like Neptune to win a chip." But like it doesn't really work like that. You know?
Oh, we're just gonna discredit everyone that's won something in the last years because the competition, bro. You played who you played. Like, we're not doing this conversation again. Oh, Trey won season 1. He played fucking Jordan General. Like, we're not doing this again. Like, dude, that was those were the best players at the time. I'm not disrespecting, but like you look at E6 back then. You know, Jordan General was OpTic sub for like 2 years.
Jordan
3 years.
General was nice with it. He was nice.
You know, like they're in the league. They are top 48 players in the world at that point. It don't matter who's in the league. They got picked up.
Rapid fire ain't wrong though. Cammy did say this OpTic team was the best respawn team it ever
Yeah,
played.
I can see that, bro.
They were glazing a little bit though.
It was
I
a
can
bit
see
of
the new
glaze.
teams being better at respawn. Like, I don't know, because like Cold War, I'm thinking about Cold War FaZe. Like they were gross at search. Like they could lose hardpoint to Pete. Like they were gross at. I mean, they're gross at everything, but and it's also hard too because we scrimmed that. Like the way I rate teams throughout their whole season, like how good they are, obviously is they're like winning at events, but like. Reason why I think Cold War FaZe is really good because every day in practice it was like those guys didn't even warm up. They just showed up and just every time I played them, they whooped my ass. Like they were just so consistently good. But we don't see OpTic scrims all the time. They do say they be frying.
I'm looking at these teams though, and like I'm not seeing any difference to like where we're at now.
But like these
Like stage five, you know, we got attacked.
He's a talented team. I feel like there's certain teams with a good amount of talent compared to like Cold War. There's some teams where it's like, eh.
Yeah, but we look at this year. There were some teams where it was like, eh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, I'm looking at Mac, Asim, Hydra, Diamondcon. All right, not a great team on paper. Would I say they're a good team now in this game? No, probably not. Octane Gunless Pressini Classic wasn't a great team. We saw that year. Kenny Slasher John Draza. That's an alright team. Shotzi Ellie Crim 6 Vivid. That's a good team. It was alright. Scump Formal Envoy Dashi.
Damn.
Nah, there was still competition for sure. Yeah, there's still comp.
I don't like making out like FaZe just had no comp all year and they just picked.
No,
They
had
the four
comp.
best players.
They had comp.
Jay Cubis with the 5. Can we talk about how Dashi being the best AR in BO6? Dashi definitely turned a corner at the end of the year. That is for sure. He's got a 1.5.
I think Dashi was
in the
one of their
finals.
most consistent players too. Even when they were going through their drought, he was still like doing his thing. And I'll say it as well. I think Dashi gets disrespected. I feel like even I've disrespected Dashi upon that. You know, when I say who the some of the best ARs are, and I don't really put Dashi in the convo. Dashi is 100% there. And I'll apologize for not having him in my conversations. I've gone through the times where I play against I always played against Slasher and Octane. Those were the two people that I played against the most, especially out of Formal and Dashi 2. I always played those. Dashi deserves a credit. Everyone's saying, a lot of people are saying Dashi deserved MVP. I think Dashi deserved MVP for the finals for sure. I think Shotzi Shotzi was fucking him throughout the whole tournament. But Dashi in that finals was insane. Insane. And that's not me saying Dashi had a bad event or anything like that. I just think Shotzi was just him for the most of it.
He's glazing again. Crazy.
You know me. Yeah, no, I think Dashi is probably the best AR we've seen this season. Was it the most consistent year for him with his team? No, but I think peak-wise, where we saw him at the most important events, I think he was top dog.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, yeah, he was the best AR. Well, him and Merc were the best ARs at the biggest two events. But like, if I'm thinking best AR player for the game, I'm still going Scrap.
Yeah, I'm still going
sure.
Scrap.
I'm going Scrap, bro. Scrap is fucking gross. But
Finals MVP was Dashi. Tournament MVP went to Shotzi in the end.
yeah, Brandon was gross as hell this year. Especially when they were like super dirt. He was the only one. Like, he was actually the only one shooting.
Yeah,
like, he was shooting all year for the most part. Besides, like, there was like one series, literally. I think I seen him play bad once this whole year. He was very consistent.
I will say Dashi, as a, people been saying it, but you got to show Dashi his respect too, especially after the MW2 season where, him and Rambo had that thing. He got dropped. He didn't, he went on, he had his things to say, but, in even shots, he said he wasn't a fan of playing, he wasn't a fan of playing with Dashi at some point because of his, what was it? Like, efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to look at it like, damn. He's become like. I remember playing Dashi back in the day, and sometimes we were chalking scrims because he wasn't awake. Same with Damon. We got OpTic first set. Yeah, we might as well chalk that. We already know what the situation is. We're going Dashi stream. Wait, he was streaming until 6 a.m. We are chalked. Like, get a new scrim. We already know what's going on. Obviously, it was I want to say, Don, it was a little less serious back then. We still obviously we're getting paid nice money and whatever like that, but we still had, we were still playing 8s till like 8 a.m. and stuff like that. It's definitely less serious. But the fact that, you see him, he's getting older now. People talking like he's still a young gun. He's getting older now. He's a vet. He's a vet in the scene. So it's nice to see he's now more efficient. And I want to say like more mature as a player too. You see him walking around, doing what he does. Like, it's great to see.
He's a beast. I'm not going to lie. He's just a shooter, bro. He just be shooting.
He leveled up for sure. Mercules, he did it all this event. I don't really know where this kid came from. There was a tweet. It was here. Beans goes, one border agent made possibly one of the best situations of any COD team of all time. Truly insane. There was this tweet from a DM back in April where Dashi was messaging Beans. And he was like, who is this kid? Scumpy regen. But he's got the ice as well. That's the thing with Mercury. It's like, okay, there's some kids out there with the gunny. But like, he seems to have the... It's pretty cold when they were down to Heretics and Shotzi was saying, okay, we can do this, we can bring it back. We're only down 60, like we did it. We've done it before, we can win this. And Merc was like, yeah, just like champs, let's lock in. And then they won it. It was like, damn, this kid's built different. So, yeah.
That 1v3 done too was a tournament.
The 1v3, I mean, I played it earlier, like that was just such a... Obviously Heretics misplayed it big time, but still...
I thought his controller broke as well because he was punching a lot in his gunfights. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you know, he went around the corner, he had a freebie, next, you know, he throws a punch. I was seeing him punch a lot, and then after the series he said what was it? He had his settings
His
were
settings
messed
are
up.
wrong, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sat there thinking this guy's just throwing haymakers. I'm like, dude, is this guy nervous? Like, this guy's just won champs. Like, you ain't got no more nerves no more. And he was throwing haymakers. He was launching his gun at him and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, is his controller broke? But yeah, his settings were wrong. This 1v3, definitely won him the game. You know, 1v3 to go 5-5. Yeah, Heretics are chalked at that point. You know.
Yeah,
Merc, bro, I don't even know. Like, every time we talk about Merc, I literally don't know what to say because I just can't believe how good he's literally gross. I don't know. Like, it looks like he's been playing for 10 years, but obviously he hasn't been playing for like a few months in the league. Like, it's insane. This guy's vetty, bro. He's just vetty, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the industry plant narrative.
That's the Byron Pro Loot.
Right now.
That's the Byron Pro Loot lingo. He's just vetty, bro. He just gets vetty. He's so vetty.
So vetty.
Just so
He's
vetty.
so vetty,
guy.
man.
How times have changed, man. How times have changed. We just throwing out. We just chalking up lingo now.
Just making our words at this point.
We're just making up our own shit. We get high at night time and just start making up words.
Nah.
Oh, you, bro.
All right, let's talk Rostermania. What's going to happen next? Because there are going to be some things that happen, that is for sure. And we've got a couple of tweets I wanted to look at. We got this one from Real. He says, GG's everyone we played, finished fourth. So in the end, Toronto, they pipped him in the losers bracket. You know what, Moonslays, you know, I will touch on that. Talk about the crowd yelling. Yeah, so in the Heretics OpTic game, we had a bit of crowd cheese tray. We had a bit of, oh, he's diffusing. We had a bit of keeks. We had a bit of, you know, they were running it back. And it happens. It's obviously not ideal. It was happening on both sides. There was lots of passionate people in the building. Apparently they put out an announcement to say, look, guys, let's calm it down a little bit. This isn't going to help. And Hector obviously was very critical, and understandably so. It's kind of not much you can do about it other than like throw out repeat perpetrators, but obviously even just one little moment can change the tide to the battle. So you never want it to happen, but it's not something that's really been talked about for that long.
Listen, I saw Hex come out with a tweet. You know, we've been dealing with this for years.
Let me
You
find
know,
the
we've
Hector
been
tweet.
dealing with this for years. You know, you're against OpTic. The crowd getting a little bit excited. You want a ninja defuse? Absolutely. You know, oh, you know what's going on. You know, and it was kind of funny when we played Vanguard. You know, it was Crim, but it wasn't on OpTic. It was he was on subliners at the time, and I think it was a 1v1 between Afro and Crim, and Crim had the bomb down. They thought he was ninja defusing. They thought Afro was ninja defusing, but they just crossed paths. It was like bad timing, and the crowd's like, oh, and Crim thought Afro was ninja defusing. So Crim went to go check bomb. Afro gets a freebie, and I'm sat there like, shout out to the crowd, man, because we wouldn't have won that round without him. It would all stop if the booths were back, but obviously we can't have them back. There's a fire hazard apparently. I don't know.
Does this happen in CS?
I think the thing is in CS is different because you can hear the bomb get defused. It makes the sound. So
okay.
But like it is kind of similar because you can hear it be diffused, but then you don't know if they're sticking the defuse or not, right? So then the crowd will still, if someone's in a smoke diffusing, they will make noise.
Okay.
So it is still an issue, probably not quite as bad, but it is still an issue.
I don't know how you could fix it unless they just like let it be known. Like I don't know.
I don't like the soundproof booths as well. I know people gas them up and then people say they're a fire hazard and stuff, and there's probably some truth to that too. Like, I'm sure there would be ways to not make them a fire hazard. I just think they're kind of cheese, right? Seeing the players go into a booth to play, like, it doesn't hit the same, right? Like, they should be there on the stage. They can talk shit at each other. Remember that clip of, like, Facento, was it Advanced Warfare Champs? He was talking shit through the wall or whatever?
Through the wall.
Was, like,
Yeah, that's legendary.
Yeah, that's legendary.
That's legendary.
So, like, that
was fire.
I thought it was, like... No, they definitely play around the crowd in CS. I'm just saying it's, like, slightly different. But, yeah... So as Hex said, EWC needs to get on the megaphone, needs to shut it down, crowd needs to do better. But it is part of the skill to play around the crowd, because like you make noise, you know they're gonna make noise when they hop here. You know, this is what it is. So yeah, kind of unfortunate, but I guess it's better that we have a crowd. Like, okay, it's an issue in Counter-Strike because they got 10,000 people in the arena, right? Which is, I'd prefer to have 10,000 people in the arena and deal with this issue than have no one in the arena and not have this issue. So
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that's that drama. Let's continue the Rostermania talk. Rael says, appreciate all the support during the season. Don't know what's going to happen, but love y'all. Hashtag take my Vamos.
Everyone does this. It's like clickbait.
It's your favorite team.
Trey. Oh yeah, you're already signed to a 2-year, mate. You just you do a little tweet, a little bit interact. Don't know what's happening, man. Like shit, man. We had a great year. You know, we got no reason to split, but I don't know what's gonna happen, man. The only thing that can change is if they get a different offer from somewhere else with a bit of improved salary and stuff like that. But like I said, I feel like this team's just so comfortable playing with each other, and it's a full Spanish team. They're just happy to run it back. I would be happy to run it back. The only change you could probably make is Metals. But I'm not gonna lie, Metals had a crazy event this event. He actually played phenomenal.
He did go big.
He played phenomenal. So, you know, respectfully, if I'm them, I'm probably running it back for the next year. You weren't even expected to do anything. You know, everyone was rolling out Spanish COD, me included. I will say that. You made me eat my words. I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys had a great year, in my opinion. You didn't win. You stick together. Black Ops 7. If it doesn't work out, then you can make changes. But I'm happy with where you guys are at.
Thanks, Fedley, for the 5. Yeah, absolutely. The CS pros do play off the crowd. Appreciate the support on the stream. Go on, Don. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think this team was great this year. I mean, a couple different things go their way. They could have won. I think they just I feel like every year they've been signing a substitute just in case, and it's been paying off. So I feel like you just keep the same strat, keep the team together, see if y'all can close out a tournament early next year, and then, but at the same time, get a new substitute. Hopefully that kid develops, you know, let him play in a good situation, and just in case things go wrong.
Keep picking up Spanish talent, like, as your sub.
It's been working.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not even, like, I'm with it.
Keep the same strat. The shit literally been working.
I'm with it.
I don't think that they will change their approach. I think what they have to worry about is whether some other team comes and poaches someone, because we know that Benjo was talking about it, saying that they don't pay as much money as some of the other guys pay. So maybe they're kind of vulnerable. Sean Mooney with the 20 Great British Pound sterling tray. Have another drink on me, you knobheads. Love the show. What do you think?
I mean, if you want one, Rab,
I'll do another little I'll do another little one.
I'm not doing a big one
real quick while y'all pour out.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not. Listen, because I'm feeling it. Like.
Yeah, this did go straight to my head because I don't drink anymore.
Listen, I don't drink.
But like, you know, we had got some whiskey on this beautiful Monday evening, and it has been a great season and a great show.
We got a little Ciroc.
Oh, hang on.
Listen, if you guys want us to drink more, you just donate more. Really, that's all it is.
Nah, that's not how it works. I mean, it is objectively how it works, but you hear that noise, by the way, stream? That's class. Let me try it again. You like that? Do you think they heard that one? I don't know if they heard that one.
Give me a sec. I need another chaser though.
Yeah, this is a great whiskey. Like I could just drink.
Then we'll get into the real stuff. You know what we got planned for the rest.
Hell yeah. After this, we're gonna do like a quick little, with the help of the chat, a little roster maker. So we've got FaZe. We're gonna build some rosters. Not really based on current rumors, just based on vibes. And then as we go week by week, we'll probably start to build it based on the current rosters. Tag Red with some Eagle Rare, my favorite bottle, and I can never find it in the States. Interesting. I got this from Harvey Nichols with American Express cards, platinum cards. You get £50 a year to spend twice a year in Harvey Nichols every 6 months, and this bottle was 50 quid, so it was basically free. It was on the house. So that's why I bought it, because it was like £50.00, so I thought I was maximising my free bag. All right, Trey, gentlemen. Luke says, the only change I can see them making is Snoopy. What's your wild Rostermania prediction? We'll get into that. All right, Trey, quick shot, and then we continue the show.
I just want to say this right now. This is probably the best Dope Check live show we've ever done. We have over 3,000 people in here. We are 85 likes away from 1,000. All right, that's 1,000. If you guys can make it 1,000, I'll love you dearly. It'll be an absolute goddamn pleasure. Rab, you know, I got a little shot lined up right now. You can see it at the bottom of the glass. You know what I'm saying? It's an absolute pleasure.
Cheers, everyone.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
It was actually really good. It's better than I remember it being. Trey's got the Dr. Pepper straight down the neck.
It's got to be better than this vodka.
We're back. We're back. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm so washed. I can't even grab the chat to move off the screen. There we go. There we go.
I'm a Hennessy guy myself. I believe Trey is also a fellow lover of the drink. Listen, I get ratchet on some Hennessy. Let me tell you that.
All right, let's talk about a couple of Rostermania rumors, because we've got a couple that are hitting the timeline. And, well, Jake Hell says, can't believe we've got to sit and wait another 6 months for CDL matches. We'll get into that in due course. Yeah, but the intel, says Ronnie. So there's a lot going on right now. We're going to enjoy the moment while it lasts. We do have a Ronnie tweet. He did a tweet, and he says, Gentlemates begin major roster overhaul as Vios takes charge. So he's back at it again. I thought it was not VHOS. Let me hit the refresh, see if someone's edited the article. No, it still says VHOS. Someone get on that. Okay, so Vios is back. Of course, he famously put together the team. Well, it was meant to be Gunless and the boys. And then there was a bit of drama. They picked up this guy. He brought in his boys. He brought in Diamond Khan and Estriel, and the team that they ended up coming top 3 with last season. But this year, he's back on LAG Mates, although kind of confused why it's still LAG. I thought maybe they would get rid of that now. I'm assuming that they probably will. All I know is they're blowing it up. Ronnie says, well, what does he say? According to sources, Gentlemates plan to release their core roster and start fresh heading into 2025. This includes parting ways with former world champ Kismet, who would now become a free agent and one of the more sought-after names on the market. Alongside him, Luna's Diamond Con are also set to be released, while the final decision on Johnny is still pending. Pretty interesting stuff. We know that Gataga has his opinions, let's say, on his players. We know there's long-term interest in getting Hydra, but that seems pretty implausible for now. So Kismet's out of there. Kismet's been saved. Or maybe you look at it like Diamond Con dropped the biggest killer on the team. Whatever you think, Kismet's on the market. He's got to be a player that people are going to think about. You know, I think that Kiz was, I don't know, he did well towards the end of the season. He ended up looking pretty good on a terrible team. He still wasn't great this year, but he was the best player on their roster, and sometimes that's enough to be in the conversation. And, you know, there's not too many dirty work subs out there. We know his history with Hydra. There's been a little bit of talk about it. So, Gentlemates started from scratch. I don't know where they're going to go. We are going to talk about some of the Halo players. Legend is French, currently playing for OpTic, so maybe there's someone in that. But yeah, Don, what are you thinking about this team? Blowing it up from top to bottom makes sense?
I mean, yeah, they needed a fresh start. I mean, they were talking about their team like there is no way these guys are like, we're keeping these guys the whole time. So, I mean, yeah, fresh start. I don't know, or has Vales coached Johnny before? I'm not sure. But Johnny's good. He definitely should be in the league. He was actually frying at one point. I don't know. I mean, was he Killhorn? Who knows? But I feel like Johnny has a lot of talent, and he definitely deserves to be in the league. So they can't get anybody else. I don't see why they wouldn't keep him. So
listen, this wasn't just a fucking blow up from top to bottom. This was a blow up. This was nuclear. This was coaches too.
They did.
For starters, let me say this: Kismet is a world champion. He helped Hydra from, he helped Hydra win a world champ. I don't want to hear any disrespect on his name. He is by far, he deserves a top team in my opinion. say it kill whoring or whatever. I'm gonna say this right now. It's still hard to be the best player in your team in a really shit team and still put up the numbers he was putting up. You guys might say, oh, he's just kill whoring. His team was chalked top to bottom. You know, that team was so far gone chalked, and he was still managing to put up a fight against some of the best players in the world. And you just can't deny the fact that when he was with Hydra, he was 99 kills and helped Hydra become the player that he is today. And yeah, you know, it's sad to see a player like him, you know, get, shit spoke about him so soon. It's not like he's dropping 0.3s, you know, he's still him. You know, Gataga, obviously we have our, you know, issues with what Gataga said, but obviously, you know, Gataga didn't like him as a player, so cool. Kiz is going to go somewhere. He's going to hopefully get a good sub duo where he can help make him better and help make the team better. And, you know, hopefully frying that team. And, you know, unfortunately, LAG, I feel like have lost a very good SMG player that they could have built around this year and actually given the funds to and given the ideas to. He could have done something this year.
I'd love to know more about some of the internal drama on that team, because I know that it was pretty chaotic, and I'm sure the people had their opinions this season on what they should do with their team. But in the end, it didn't work out for all parties. Kiz is going to be out of there. He's going to have other options, I'm sure, on the market. How good a team he can go to, whether a Thieves or a FaZe could be an option for him, I guess, you know, that's a question we can answer in the coming minutes here. But I know people are discussing the idea of a Kiz Hydra reunion, which would be very interesting. I don't know if I love it, but it is a theory. It is a theory at the very least. Before we get to our little kind of roster predictions, couple of things from K-San. He's talking about FaZe. Now, the main thing he's talking about here is this man, OpTic Legends. Now, just wanted to quickly address this because, you know, back in the day, Don, when you when you weren't old enough to play, 15, played Advanced Warfare, then some of the boys want to play Halo for a little bit. Hook went over there, he did some good things in Halo, then he came back. And if you look at the players that went and played Halo on a decent level and came back to COD, or maybe even started in Halo and came to COD, the ones that made it tend to do pretty damn well. There's not really... I don't really know of any Halo player who came over and they're either like insanely good or they're just dog shit, right? Like when 2013 came around and the Halo players tried to switch over, only Enable and Formal really made it. Everyone else didn't, but Enable and Formal went on to do great things. Hook, Shotzi, among others in recent years. Frosty, for example, when he came over, did his thing. Even Crimsix kind of applies because he was in Halo before. Neptune is a great example too.
I think Snipe Down counts as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Snipe Down might count as well.
He
That's
was
a decent
good.
shout. People are obviously going to talk about Mental, which is fair enough, but he was a Gears of War pro. We talked about it the other day, Trey, and he's gone on to do some pretty solid things in Halo recently, and maybe give him a bit of a longer shot in COD and he could make something work. But the reality is that, like, as I say, pretty much every player who has made it in COD, to some degree, has done some good stuff. And the Halo scene, it's, you know, we've done it again. Halo's been around now. Halo Infinite came out, 2021, 2022? It's been around a few years. And inevitably, it dies a death. So basically the CDL for HCS has come out and said, next year, we're not really doing anything. It's going to be on third-party organisers to run events. So, you know, it's tough. It is tough to hear. It has consequences maybe for the COD scene as well, because Microsoft, they own both. They run both. So, you know, it's a little concerning maybe. But at the same time, could be really exciting for the COD scene because there will be some players trying to switch back. People obviously are going to talk about Formal, but I don't know if Formal really wants to grind, play COD as much. He talked a lot about the fact that he enjoys playing Halo because they don't scrim as hard and as much. Maybe Frosty could make a comeback again after the great success he had in MW19, didn't get picked up and went back to Halo, still did some great things. But then you got guys like Legends.
This is for this next season.
This is for the upcoming year. Legend says free agent for Black Ops 7.
Wait,
Let me know.
Shit. I thought this shit was troll.
So this is
Hit these
legit.
Halo fools up.
This is legit. So
What the hell?
it's another like set of players that are on the market here. And Kaysan was pretty much saying that from what he's watched and understands, like Legend, this guy's pretty insane, has like ridiculous, just pure talent. He's kind of like a Hydra Shotsy type player, but for the Halo scene at the moment. So obviously there'll be some debate if somebody just picks him straight up without even playing challenges. Obviously there's some debate, but like there will be teams that feel like taking that risk is worthwhile.
That'd be insane. But shit, he's that gross, then shit.
I mean, listen, I'll speak about this. I feel like, you know, Kaysan was going on a legendary chat in Tommy's Twitch when I was on the flank. You know, he heard some opinions and he would just type "lol" in the chat. You know, so you know he didn't agree with it. You know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of Halo pros that have came over and done their thing. They've done their thing, right? But you know, does that mean the next one's going to go do their thing? No, I feel like that's why more sub spots need to be utilized more. Now there's no minimum. You know, it's just state minimum. You can pick up a Halo player, whack him on the state minimum, fuck it, because he's not on your first team. Give him a good bump up give him a good bump up salary to the first team. Cool, done and dusted. And then that's when you lock in. If your team starts doing bad, I think that's the biggest issue as well, is like when the team starts doing bad, people are either there's an issue where, you know, players don't get picked up or everyone's too scared to make a change. I feel like, you know, we got to stop this. We need a Joey Nubsy strat where, you know, you drop enable for Panda for an S&D.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we need a bit more abruptness.
Joey Nubsy balls. Big piece on Joey Nubsy.
And with Halo, you know, with Halo going out and Legend being the best player in Halo, why not give him a sub spot on a good team? And then, you know, maybe that team needs a bit of help. He comes in, oh shit, this guy's actually fucking gross. Or, you know, middle of the pack team, they go, fuck it. You know, let's take a risk on this kid. What's it going to cost, all right? Give him 70k. Cool. He plays, he's not that good. Whack him on the bench, let him in challenges, he'll get better. But I don't see a downside to picking up one. He knows how to win. You need winners.
That is a good point.
You need winners.
And if anyone's ever played Halo, I mean, this is a little Halo clip here. Obviously, it's a Call of Duty show. But just to give you a little taste of what this guy's capable of, because turns out he's pretty nice on the sticks. I mean, this guy's he's just hitting every shot.
Yeah, no, he's disgusting. I mean,
he's disgusting. Yeah.
He's disgusting.
Yeah. So that's a real interesting possibility for the upcoming season. Kaysun said Legend's the man to look at. I think even FaZe could think about it. Because I think if you're Simp, you're sitting there thinking, well, if Abeezy's going to go, if Cell's going to go, if Draz is going to go, I mean, what's Simp going to do? Pick up, like, try and go and get a boozer from Surge? Like, I rate those players highly, but it's not going to fill Simp with so much confidence, right? Like, he's probably going to want to take some risk on finding a way that he can still feel like they can, you know, form a super team. So that's why I feel like these options are very compelling. Even for the top teams, I think they're very compelling. Yeah, and Kaysun talked about him as well, so there's the whole FaZe angle. The other thing that Kaysun said is, Falcons exist, we can't compete with oil money.
I mean, that's just life, though. Like, I'm gonna say it right here. That's just life. Look at the Premier League, bro. Like, there's teams that are happy and content with just not getting relegated. NFL teams, you know, you might get a first-round pick, but like, you ain't gonna be able to do shit with that. Like, if you ain't like, yeah, we'll take first-round pick, we'll get the best player, but the team around him is gonna be ass. You know, NBA too. You know, unfortunately, that's just the way life works. You know, sometimes you just ain't going to be able to compete with the money in there. That's just fact. The trio ain't splitting, says Lavinda. You're a moron. Listen.
Let's get another shot in.
That's just how it is. That's life. You know, some people got more money than everyone else, you know? I can go, listen, I can go take a trip around the world right now. Some of you can't. Guess what? That's just how it is. I got bread, you don't.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Damn.
Falcons can go pick up whoever they want. Guess what? Because they got bread. Ravens don't. That's just how it is. I'll say it. That's how it is.
That is how it is.
The keys, bro.
Yeah, we might need FaZe Exceed getting the keys, man.
Give me the keys. Let's go.
Exceed and building the team. So I think K-Sun's probably sitting there thinking, damn, Falcon's really about to eat our lunch. And that is one of the big rumours of the day. I mean, before the tournament even happened, there was talk about some interest from Falcons in terms of what they do next. And let's just get into it, right? I've got one final tweet before then, actually. Mamba says, need to get back on the main stage. Unreal feeling. I'm going to keep working until I'm permanently there. Mentality's everything. See you all in BO7. And Dashi says, typical plays on the weekends. I'll see you in the league next year. I don't think this is intel from Dashi. I just think he expects Mamba to get picked up. And I think after the performance of Champs, it would be difficult to imagine that he doesn't really, Don.
Shout out Mamba, man. This guy went from nothing to everything, bro. Shout out to him. I'm happy for him. I mean, I played a Challengers Cup with him. I keep spamming this story, but it's just funny because like he just reminded me of like an old player, like playing on a 3-bar. I don't know. He just turned up. He won his first cup this year. And he's been playing Challengers for at least 2 years. His first cup this year, his first Challengers land this year. Then he went Challengers champ. Then he beat FaZe at the cup. Mm-hmm. That's pretty typical, bro. That's pretty typical, bro. That's a great start, bro. You can build on that, bro. So just happy for him.
Yeah, he says, congrats on the back-to-back. It ain't happening next year when I'm there, though. Again, I don't think it's intel. I just think he's confident, you know. He's a confident player.
Yeah.
If I call you a moron or Roshi in the chat, listen, I'm a bit licked off the body right now, so you got to hold me
no
to
hard
that.
feelings, you know.
Yeah, it's no hard feelings. Just not. I do love you guys, but like, listen, I'm gonna be a little bit more harsh on you if you state a moronic take. That's always there's nothing about it.
It is what it is. There's 3,000 of you guys in there. You know, there's gonna be some morons. It is what it is.
Exactly. There's gonna be some. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're 1 hour 40 into the show, and I'm about to bring up the craziest tier list you've seen in your life. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Tier list maker with images. Here we go. So thanks to the boys putting this together. I'm just going to throw in some of the Halo players as well. I will say we have like tons of players on here. So we're very open in building this little fun list to just you guys in the chat, like throwing out there who you think. I'm going to... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There's some more player pictures. Let's see if I can choose more files or something like this. Okay. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to add a few more players. Oh, I did not mean to add Exceed. Exceed's already on the list. Do not worry about that. Okay, here we go. I'll add the Halo players as well. There we go. So we've got all these players to pick from. We're just going to build a couple of different teams. We might not go through every single team, but we will talk about a couple of things. I did see Illy's story. Yeah, I actually I talked about it in the pre-show. Maybe I'll just have a quick couple of comments given there's 3,000 you guys have at Illy's story. You guys might have seen it in there. Was talking about how back in the Boston event in 2024 it would have been, he got woken up in the morning by me in the hotel room above him yapping at like 7 a.m. recording a video. And that's actually so funny to think about. I remember the first ever event I went to in the States, it was Anaheim 2019. And I was up at like crack of dawn there because it's so early in the day that I was up so early, and I was yapping at like normal volume at probably 5 a.m. and the guy next door obviously weren't very happy, so I got a noise complaint on the phone call. They phoned me up, and then I had to like whisper through the rest of the video, and all the people in the comments, there weren't many people in the comments at that time watching because it was early days, but they were like, damn, I've definitely got a noise complaint at 4 minutes or whatever. So, but yeah, it definitely would have been me because I remember Illy was staying in the same hotel as me that event. We were staying at a hotel called The Verve just around the corner from the venue. Illy was staying there. Arstees was there because it was on Surge at the time. But he was roasting me because I kept making mistakes and redoing the intro. But like, I'll just tell you, when you just woken up at 7 a.m, it happens, you know, it happens. So it's all good. Anyway, that's that story. Are we seeing Illy back in the league? It's a question.
Oh, he retired.
No, he says he's back. He says he's back.
All right. You're just throwing up fucking retirement posts. Like, come on.
Well,
now.
he did
Like,
a
think about
tweet.
it.
He did a tweet. He's
I know. We can't keep doing this.
What was his comeback tweet?
well, he did an
Well,
hourglass
he's probably just
emoji.
an eyes emoji. He's probably just an eyes emoji.
Yeah,
or
well,
something
basically
like that.
was.
Like,
Yeah. Let me show you it. Let me show you
Does
it.
this big old paragraph of why he's retired, and he's like, never mind. I'm just.
Wait, did he delete it?
bad
No,
night
no,
sleep."
no, he didn't. He didn't. He tweeted this yesterday. Here you go. Little Illy.
You know, he's
little
like,
egg
bad
timer.
night sleep, and I'm like, he's bad night sleep. He's doing emojis like that.
And he's been
like,
playing
you know, I'm
Charles
back.
twos. So I'm thinking like.
Listen,
it's only a matter of time.
he knows he's good enough to play. He's just got to get his mental straight, and he'll be sweet. Like that's all you got to do.
He's just watched
Like,
Shotzi and
this
Hoop
whole
win
reti-
another big chip.
He's moving like Encourage right now. You know, Encourage. You know, just done a post about his KD from challenges, and everyone's like, "Well, you're the moron that stop playing." Like, it's all about. Listen, COD's all mental. We've been saying it for years. We've been saying it before challenges, before CDL was even a thing. COD's all mental. We've been saying it since 2016.
Agreed.
All right, where's Simp?
All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Yeah, chat. Inputs, opinions, early days of Rostermania. God, I'm so blind. I see the rest of the FaZe guys. Where even is Simp, bro? He's got to be on there somewhere.
What have they done to Hydra's picture on here, though?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Hydra's picture. I can't. Oh, there's Simp.
It looks
He's
like an
on the next
imposter.
one. I was looking right at him. Okay, let's build a Thieves team first of all. So Scrap and Hydra ain't get anywhere. I don't think many people deny that. Who do they put around him? If they do make a change, could be a 1-man, could be a 2-man. Scrap was gassing up Envoy in the replies. So I think if there's anyone they more likely change, it might be Ghosty, but I'm not sure. People saying LAT, Scrap, Hydra, Simp, and Rencor. FaZe, Simp, Craze, Mamba, Draza.
Listen, I really don't think Simp goes anywhere this offseason.
Thanks, Dean, for the 2 or for the 5 GBP.
You think Abeezy's going then?
I think Abeezy's more likely to go than Simp. I think Simp holds the keys to that FaZe team.
Well, anyway, one of the rumors is Abeezy goes to the Falcons, so I'm going to throw that in. Where
Yeah,
is
I'm
he?
down for that. Now, hear me out. If they get rid of Envoy and Ghosty, I'm thinking a little Cell action.
Little Cell in Thieves.
Because I think Cell's an
Damn.
FA.
Cell is an FA. You could get him. All right, we're building the super team. Another one.
I'm thinking Cell goes to Thieves. I mean, Nature's going to have to take another pay cut, but, like, fuck it. I mean,
Well, you don't have to pay a buyout, so, like, it's not going to be... You're going to have to pay him a lot of money.
We're talking Cell here. That's a hefty fucking salary.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not getting, like... the thing is, this is where Falcons are interesting, isn't it? Because Falcons could compete with that. Falcons could say, look, Cell, come here, we'll pay you $1 million.
But maybe Cell's like, listen, I've run my course with the trio.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with him no more.
Damn right.
Scrap, Hydra. Listen, we need another sub player, though.
Yeah, we do.
For anyone saying Pred, you ain't getting Pred.
Pred.
Let me just say it. Pred is fucking flying high Falcons left, right, rhubarb. He ain't
chilling.
going nowhere.
Pred's chilling.
Now, I don't know contract situations with Joey Deceives, but maybe a Joe Deceives on Thieves.
That could be interesting.
Little Hydra, Joe Deceives, Cell, and Scrap. That's a fucking good team.
That would be a good-ass team.
That's a fucking disgusting team.
Or they could keep Envoy.
I think it's better we take Envoy out. You know, more
drama.
More interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. God, I'm so blind. I shouldn't have had that second shot. I'm getting cooked.
We need some intel, bro. I hate like guessing this shit blind.
Oh, there he is, JD.
I mean, I've got some intel, but like, I don't want to say it right now.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to blurt it out. Like, I'm respectful.
No, we'll wait till Ronnie tweets it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get paid for the intel.
BP then say Envoy draws Kenny +1 on a different team. That's an interesting idea. Maybe we build that somewhere. Where would that even be, do we think?
Listen, put Draws on Falcons.
Be Rocco. Draws on Falcons?
No. Shit, I was going to say, not Falcons, sorry. I was going to say, I can't say it now, actually, because I'm just going to give away my shit.
All right, all good. We'll put there was some link to Draz going to Toronto. So I'm gonna throw him in there for a second. I'm gonna build the rest of the Falcons team first. X need to stay, do we think?
There's a there is a possibility he stays, but there is also a heavy possibility he goes.
All I'll say is he did a tweet. Do you want to find the tweet? I mean, I'll find the tweet. But like,
I'm asking me to find
I
the tweet.
don't know. I don't know
why.
why I asked you to find the tweet. It's not going to help me much. He did a tweet, and obviously I've been learning Arabic, so. But like, just in case I'm not 100%, I'll just hit the translate. O Allah, you send down healing, lift afflictions, and answer supplications. Oh wait, hang on. That's not the one I thought it was. Hang on.
I was going to say we started that one up heavy.
yeah. That's actually not the tweet I was looking for.
Yo, Don is so baked. Don is so baked.
Bro, yeah.
Yo, Don is
I'm never
fried.
doing this again, bro. Never doing this again, bro.
It's a generational show. All right.
The water ain't even helping either.
Nah, the water just still cooked. All right, so Saxon did another tweet. This is the one I was looking for. God willing, we won't stop. We'll double our efforts this season. Many things happen behind the scenes and problems affected us, but we tried to do what we could. Praise be to God in every situation, and God willing, the next season will be different. Your presence, your support, your messages, your words, and your trust in me, inshallah, will not be let down. As I promised before, I won't leave until I achieve. That is a promise, right? So he drops the tweet basically saying, I ain't going anywhere. Like, I ain't fucking leaving.
Yo, Rab, you couldn't have TLDR'd that?
No. I had to read the whole thing.
Like, bro, come on.
But
You could have just said,
I ain't leaving.
you could have just said, from the looks of his tweet, it looks like he's staying, and I would have just been happy with that. Like, you just read me a bedtime story. I'm kind of...
Yeah, he's got the double heart on there. Like, as I promised, I won't leave until I achieve.
All right, listen, we'll keep him in the squad then.
That was pretty hard.
I think, listen, wherever we put Kenny, I think we should put Draza.
Yeah, I could see them two teaming together again. I could see it. Like,
Okay.
I don't know why. I just think they're a good duo. I think they work well together.
They are a good duo. I put them on Toronto.
I think they'd be all right. I think they'd be all right together. Running it back.
The thing is, Toronto would make sense for them. I put them somewhere else. Because Toronto, like, they're not going to get rid of Insight Clinics, are they?
Wait, there's no... Wait. I feel like there's no way they go to Toronto, though.
Yeah, I know the Draws was linked there, but I think it's pretty doubtful.
The way, I mean, I'm just looking at it, like, for real life stuff, they do not want to, like, move. They don't, yeah.
Kenny does not want to move to Toronto, let me tell you that.
Yeah, that's probably true. He probably wants to stay.
His whole family is, like... He has a house.
What about FaZe?
Kenny to FaZe with Draws.
Kenny, Draws, and Simp.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, Draws, Envoy, Simp.
Right.
It's like the old team with Octane, but with Simp instead. You think FaZe got the bread for that?
Yeah, of course. They're not buying anyone out.
That's a good point,
Draws apparently Draws is an FA, and Kenny obviously hasn't signed a fucking 5-year deal with Rocker. He just signed to the end of the season.
Maybe, I don't know.
Who's our fourth on Falcons? We need an AR. Are we putting Sib in there?
On the Falcons? I mean, it does make sense. I'm not going to lie to you.
But
he could also join...
Like
listen, he could also join... Listen, for me, I want Kenny running a sub.
Yeah.
Give me Sib, Draza, Kenny, Simp.
Sib, Draws, Kenny, Simp.
Well, Kenny run a sub, bro. Kenny hates running a sub, bro.
Listen, I don't know why this motherfucker hates running a sub. He's fucking generational.
I don't know why either. I don't know why either.
The sub, bro. He does my head. And Kenny, I love you to pieces, man. Get the goddamn sub in your hands.
But he won chance with both, so in his mind, he just thinks he's probably him now.
Hey, nah,
I'm like, bro, put a sub out, baby. Bro, Ken was gross with a sub, bro. I think with a sub is just so frustrating, like getting in the cycle. I feel like that's like that, like yeah.
50 doll hairs from Silexio, the second, not the first, not the original, just the second.
Yeah, the
So
second
shout out to
one of
Dog Check
all.
Crew. Last night sleep on vacation felt so good knowing OpTic won back to back. Green Wolf for life. Enjoy. Some steak and fries on me. You guys do amazing work. Keep up the great content. Absolutely pleasure. I'm not taking a shot to that one though.
No. Understood. Appreciate it. Steak and fries. Goddamn. Little sirloin, little
Salute.
ribeye.
Bro, Jack, Kenny could run us
Thank
up,
you so
bro.
much for the
Someone said
support. I hope you had a good
2017.
vacation.
My bad. Someone said 2017. Like Kenny, when he won MVP, he won back-to-back MVP in Vanguard. That was not that long ago. I was still slide cancel cheese, bro. He's just good with a sub. He's gonna have events with a sub where he'll get cooked probably, but then those events where he's not getting cooked, he's just everywhere, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I feel like it's Simp's time. Even though he had a rough year, I feel like it's just Simp's time to be on one of the top teams. It's only a matter of time, let's be honest. Listen, respectfully, I want to keep Heretics the same.
Oh, I did find the booze areas.
I do want to keep Heretics the same. A boozer in that too. This Seattle squad, this Vancouver squad's a little bit weird too, because we could even just move a Surge player onto there too. Like we got Neptune and stuff like that. We could even take like Sib out for Neptune, or Kenny out for Neptune. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Listen, get Neptune with Simp. I have a feeling Neptune's going to be on a top team.
Yeah, that's low-key a good one too.
I feel like Nep's going to be poached.
So what team you building? Simp, Nep, Ken, and Draz?
Simp, yeah.
Nah.
No, not Ken. No, take Ken out for Nep.
Ken out for Nep.
Yeah, because Ken's going to run an AR. Like I'm just hoping he runs a sub.
All right, I'm putting Ken on Falcons. Thoughts?
I can see Ken on Falcons.
Ken and
I
Pred
want
back?
Ken on Falcons. Hey, run! Listen, in Dallas, running up a bag, absolutely, get him there.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy for him, bro. His life doesn't have to change. Actually, Ken and Pred.
Well, I was thinking that Ken and Pred might be a little bit of a question.
I'd squash my beef.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure they're good.
Oh,
Like they were probably each other.
Yeah, nah.
They knew they could build the best team. Like I don't see why they wouldn't play with each other.
Yeah, I think you could squash the B for the bag.
100%, you can.
So we need a fourth on FaZe now. So are we putting Sid back in there? Or are we putting?
Never mind. Legend just followed me. Absolutely.
We're putting Legend in?
CDL for you, buddy. We're locked in. Yeah, put Legend.
Which
in.
one is
Yeah.
Legend? Is he this one?
I don't know what he look. Hang on. I got a picture of him. Let me check.
Is this him?
He's a good-looking chap. So I got a lot.
I'm gonna open a new tab and look at
stream.
the. Is this the guy?
Wait, where is he? I don't know. I'm on your stream. I'm kind of delayed right now. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm putting him in. I'm putting him on FaZe. Now, people want to put Renko on FaZe. Or people want to put Legend on Gentlemates or something. But Gentlemates cooked.
Listen, I don't know where he's gonna go, but if we're talking, he has a winning mentality. He's on a back-to-back run. He's on 5 event wins back-to-back to back to back to back.
I could see FaZe doing it, man. I could see FaZe getting it.
I could too. Especially K-Sam with the cosign. Absolutely, lock him in.
Yeah. All right, we're locking him in. So these are our deranged teams. I've put Sib on Surge. I don't know why. He just turned up there. I don't know what else happened. That's not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Listen. I'll keep it so real with you. These drafts are so ass.
Yeah. These teams are not happening, but it's still entertaining.
Like you're asking me to predict 11 other teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think Surge could get. I don't know what else Surge do though. Like assuming that do Toronto keep Abe too? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a good question. I think Insight Clinics aren't going to be going anywhere after the end of the year they had.
Listen. I think it's more likely Sib goes to the Falcons. Yeah, I think it's more likely Sib goes to the Falcons instead of Kenny.
Yeah, I think that's true. I'm keeping Kenny on Rocket then.
Listen, no. Give me Kenny on Gentlemates.
Kenny on Gentlemates. Okay, I'll do that.
They're in Dallas. They've got a nice bag. He can make his team there with Vios. I can see it.
I could see it. We're assuming that Heretics don't get
I feel
poached.
like
I think there's a
Rocker
chance.
before that, wouldn't he?
Why would he stay on Rocker?
Can't he
Depends on
just
the
build his
bag.
team on Rocker?
Yeah, but he's gonna get more bread on mates.
Really?
Hell yeah.
They do
Bro,
have
they
some
got
bread, to be fair. They do have some bread.
Okay,
you
all
are right.
right. Oh shit, all right. I'm ready.
All right, what other names we got on this list? Okay, what happens to the rest of the
Like, who
Cloud9
the
team?
fuck is gonna go to Cloud9?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something crazy, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah, no. See, Don. This segment is where like you're kind of a little bit.
What if what if Gotaga start talking shit again, bro?
Oh no, it's gonna be over. I'm
Oh,
just gonna
shit, kill
full
him.
send some players in here.
Listen, give me.
Gentlemates.
Listen, I think Snoopy changes roster this season too.
Yeah, you think Snoopy goes? Snoopy,
Snoopy, give me
Gentlemates?
him on Gentlemates.
Oh,
Yeah, give me Snoopy on
wow.
Gentlemates.
Wow, we're building a team here. I've got
Give me
Snoopy,
Snoopy.
Vivid, Kenny,
Give me Snoopy, Kenny, Cobra.
Cobra. Okay. Yeah, put him in.
And then give me Afro on Ravens.
Oh, I like that. Afro needs to be back. I've still
Afro
got to
should
put
be back,
Exceed,
for
man. Got to
Give
put
me
Exceed in
Afro.
there somewhere.
Exceed?
Why have we got Prolute twice? Get 2 spots.
Because Don's trying to put him in the league because
Yeah,
it's
Don gets
his
him
last son that he hasn't been in the league yet, so he's whacked him in twice.
Dean with the 5. Kismet to FaZe over Nep Trust. We got to find Kiz actually. We got to find a spot for Kiz.
Yeah. I don't think his lands on a top team though. I think he's going to be a top player on like a give me Kiz
Here
on
he is.
Rocker.
Here he is, the
Give me Kiz on
bulldog.
Rocker.
Kiz on Rocker. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
locked in. That's nice.
Who the hell is that? Thor at the bottom right? Who the fuck is that?
That's stellar. That's stellar.
Hey, that's a good look. Trey might be the worst roster builder of all time. I guarantee any roster I build would smoke your favorite team.
These rosters are fire. All right, I'm putting Ghosty. I'm putting Ghosty.
Oh, we could have a Surge Kiz too. I could see that happening.
A little Surge Kiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, I'm throwing him in. So they
Where does
replace.
Ghosty go in all of this though?
Ah, they're so cooked. These teams are so ass. Maybe a little Toronto Ghosty.
I could see it. I could see it.
Throwing him in. All right, I'm gonna.
Trey,
I'm
what the
gonna
fuck
put
is that
in,
M8 roster? Wait, that M8 roster kind of.
Kind of hard.
Kinda.
I mean, I'm throwing Envoy in there for some reason.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
actually not terrible
you.
though.
Kenny, Cobra, Snoopy. That's a good 3, I think.
Kenny, Cobra, and Snoopy.
Wait,
fine.
wait.
You're laughing
I'm
at
just
that.
saying
This
that's
is
just
fire.
not gonna happen, bro.
This is fire.
I mean,
That's
This is
just
fire,
the
man.
fakest team, bro. There's no way. I just don't think like that's just such a. It probably could
Well,
work. I'm just saying. It's
Right,
just
listen.
it's not gonna happen, bro.
Listen, Cobra's gonna be on
Unlikely.
that team. Cobra's gonna be on that team.
I could see it for sure.
Cobra's gonna be on that team. You guys are saying these rosters are horrible. You guys don't understand how hard it is to build 11 teams from scratch.
It is hard. That is hard. It's hard.
Trey, you sucked in the league. Merc better.
Crazy Mamba, I'm putting them in Cloud9.
Why do you read that?
Vivid.
He also said
Oh,
Merc
where
with a
did I
K.
put
So yeah, Joey D was better than me. I'm what?
I want to find a team for Vivid, and then I want to keep like Cloud9 Kremp, and then bring in the rest of that Omit team.
How does it feel to know you sucked as a pro? I got more money than you.
All right, I need to
Sort of
find a
mental.
spot. Like, what happens to the rest of the Rocker guys? Like Estriel, he's got to be somewhere, right?
Estriel might stay on Rocker.
Yeah, Estriel stays on Rocker, I think.
Estriel Geo looking for 2.
Estriel Geo looking for 2. Okay. I've got the One-Eyed Raven returning to the Ravens. I got Vivid Afro. Insane duo. I'm putting Beans in there. We got some more Halo pros though. What do we think? Like formal Ravens formal? Do you think?
All right, now we're done.
What do they get this
Now
team?
we're
You
done.
think formal's coming in? Formal Beans Vivid Afro.
Listen,
It's a team.
Might as well whack fire in there too.
That would actually be a sick team, though, no? I think that team would be fine.
To be fair, Rab's kind of fucked us up here, bro. We started off with the top teams, and he just starts dashing people in everywhere. He's like, yeah, we'll just whack, we'll just whack him there, we'll whack him here. I didn't even decide this Ravens team. Rab's just put fucking Afro, Vivid, Beans, and fucking Formal. Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, I've got no players left. Rab's whacked them in on a fucking 2-year.
we actually need to put Gwyn in somewhere.
Bro, brother, we started from the top teams, and I was like, wait, we've actually cooked here. Rab starts dashing motherfuckers around. I can't even fucking think straight.
All right, these are the big names we got to place. We got to find a spot for Gwyn. We got to... I mean, where's Slasher going? That's my dog.
Where we got to put Gwyn?
I don't know, Gwyn to Rocker.
Yeah, I think Gwyn to Rocker's pretty solid.
With Estriel, they need a leader. So Formal probably there, right?
Brother, Formal's not playing when he was having an OpTic.
Yeah, probably not Formal.
Okay, OpTic might go B2, BT, BT, BTB with these fucking rosters. Holy fuck.
Maybe a little
put
Slasher.
Mac back on Cloud 9. Mac ain't going back to Cloud 9. Like,
yeah, I put Mac back.
I didn't even know you'd done this.
Oh, I'm just messing around.
Where's all the players?
They're all on the other teams. Ghosty, I've got on Toronto. It's kind of fucked, really.
Listen, Legend. Give me Legend on Gentlemates.
Oh my god, you cooked the team now. All right, go on.
No, he's joining. He's joining Cobra.
Who am I dropping then?
On a, I don't know. Choose someone.
All
Legend's gonna go Gentlemates. He's French. Great connection with the Frenchies.
All right, onboard to
Get him on
FaZe.
there.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. It makes more sense than whacking him with fucking MVP simp.
It makes a bit more sense, yeah. Boston.
Take
Take
Snoopy off that list, I guess.
I put Snoopy's on Gentlemates though. He's locked in. I'm thinking Raven.
I do keep flip flopping, but I don't even know where we've got anyone.
Well, all right. This is the full list. Current team: OpTic, Shotzi, Dashi, Merc, Hook, FaZe, Simp, Neptune, Draz, Envoy. Yeah.
No, that's just no.
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 Bro, I don't know, bro.
That team is actually ass. We need another AR in there. Sorry, Envoy. You're going to Boston.
Listen, we're whacking. Listen, we're gonna whack Legend in the league straight away. Do I think he joins MVP simp off the bat? No.
FaZe might be
He
chalk
could,
there.
but I don't think he will.
I've still got Formal sitting on Rocker. FaZe Slasher, run it back.
Listen, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the Thieves team though. Not the Thieves team. I'm happy with the Falcons team.
Yeah, Falcons team's nice. You got any thoughts, Dom?
Bro, I don't know if any of these teams, like, I just feel like somebody, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't got no comments, bro.
Slash it back to FaZe, they're going to hate me.
Oh, could we not have done something less, like, ass?
Right, it's just the most complicated shit.
I was like, bro, what is going on, bro? Like, I'm not trying to...
Brother, I thought this was going to be a great segment. This is ass.
Ray, you want to control of the mouse? Get in the car.
No, I don't. No, I
Buster?
just want you to stop.
I've got one more player to put in. I just need a Ravens AR, and then I'm done.
No way we tweet this out. There's no way we tweet this out.
I'm done with teams, you know. Maybe Exceed. Who's left on this list, man? Do you think another Halo player comes in? Little Frosty.
Throw Neum on there, bro. Fuck it.
Neum? Yeah.
Now,
Little Pro.
throw my boy Terry Halley. Too real on that motherfucker.
Wait, have we not put TJ in there yet?
Nah, TJ's not got a team yet.
TJ don't got a team.
We gotta get TJ on the team. Motherfucker's got Formal on Rocker and we haven't got TJ in there. Like, come on now.
Alright, I put TJ on Cloud9.
I'm like, bro. I don't got no intel either, so I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, no, listen,
way.
No
way, bro.
Listen, I've got a little bit of intel, but not enough to make 12 teams off that. Bro.
Yeah.
There's some insane teams in there. Right, chat.
Listen,
what do
could
we
we
think,
not
what do we
just
think of our
ask
team?
ChatGPT for this?
Yeah, well, that could also work. I like the teams that we built though.
Hang on. Let me ask ChatGPT right now. Whilst we're here. You know what I'm saying?
I like these teams: Simp, Neptune, Draza, Slasher. People are gonna clown me for that one. For good reason, to be fair. I like the Thieves team though. Joe Deceives, Hydra, Cell, Scrap. God damn. People saying FaZe
It's a
craze.
good team.
Surge, they got Neptune poached, so they picked up Kiz. It was probably not a good strategy, really. You need a bit of firepower in there. Maybe the Bullhog could deliver. Falcons, Pred, Abizi, Exnid, Sib. It's a team for sure. Toronto, I've somehow got Ghosty over there. I think that's pretty ass, to be fair.
Don't ask
Are they keeping
ChatGPT.
Abe? The way Kleenex tweeted, he's finna go back to a sub, bro.
Wait, Kleenex?
Yeah, he said might have to retire the flex.
Ah.
We ran flex for one event. I mean, they got top 3. Shit.
Yeah, maybe he goes back to the sub.
I think he should run a sub for sure.
And then Trey, we got your team. Kenny, Cobra, Legend, Snoopy. People want me to put Nero in somewhere. It's a competitive league, this, you know. When you got guys like Forball coming back, it's a competitive league.
Yeah, listen, don't ask ChatGPT. Yeah, we're done with the AI.
Yeah, not good.
They still think their roster's Exnid, Dahoom, and Wixel and King. Said complete overhaul likely. Placed a rumor to rebuild around free agents and challenger rookies. Like, yeah, sure.
I thought they were going to say Clay's coming back in. No, I think this is a pretty good job, to be fair. Like, my Cloud9... Jesus, the Cloud9 team is actually terrible. What the fuck was I thinking there?
I didn't even decide that. You were whacking players. And like,
can I get an AR?
We got Grim coming in with a 50 sec. Can someone else please take over the controls while Rab sobers up?
I'll take another shot. I don't care. Who am I putting in? Exceed, maybe?
You heard it, stream another 100 doll hairs and ask Rock. I'd rather not. I'll do it, though.
We need RCTs in there. Nah, that ain't gonna work. I think this is fine. Just send it, you know. It's full send. So yeah, these teams at the bottom, they're questionable. They're for sure questionable. But this Rocket team would actually go hard though. Gwyn, Estriel, Geo, and Formal. That would be a fucking nice team, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Formal will be up all night with that team. Formal will be up all night with that team, just tweaking all night.
Hang on. Grok. Hey, Grok is cooking for me.
Grok's cooking?
We've got FaZe. Their predicted roster is Simp, Abizi, Celium, Rencor. So Draz has just been kicked out. The trio stays the same. They pick up Rencor.
Simp, Abizi, Celium,
Texas,
Rencor. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, OpTic Texas, they predict it the status. They predict Shotzi, Dashi, Pred, Mercules. So,
Pred?
Puke's been dropped again.
He's been dropped for Pred. Okay.
He's been dropped again. Now, this one's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because apparently either Envoy or Kismet's running an AR, but Hydra, Scrap, Envoy, Kiz.
Hydra, Scrap, Envoy, Kiz.
Now, this one is interesting. Kleenex, Draza, Neptune, Joe Deceives.
Huh.
Because imagine if Kleenex stayed on the flex, which he isn't, but, you know. Gentlemates, Oh Johnny, fellow Skies Priester. Yeah, we'll leave that one out there.
Yeah, I know about that.
Falcons have rerun it back with the Saudis, but they've put on Exnid, Roxas, King of Bodhi, and TJ Halley.
Oh, no. What is close to cooking, man? What is close to cooking?
Now, this one's interesting. Miami Heretics, Super, Snoopy, Real, Metals. So they've just dropped Rencor because he's gone to FaZe. Yeah.
So we could do
Seattle Surge, 04, Abuser, Frosty, and Craze.
Interesting.
Cloud9 New York, Sib, Gwyn, Kremp, Mac. Yeah, let's just run it back. Shit, it wasn't asked the first time, was it? Apparently, Ravens are running it back with Slasher, Vivid, TJ, and Gwyn, even though TJ's gone the Falcons and Gwyn stayed on Cloud9, so we've doubled up. Minnesota Rocker, Kenny, Envoy, Vivid, Craze. Not not a main in sight.
Jesus, this
London Royal Ravens. Got Abe, Purge, Kleenex, and Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
People are saying be serious with this. Like, I feel like we have been pretty serious. Like, the top teams have been serious.
It's so hard, man.
But, like, it's so difficult to build, like, competent teams outside of that. There's so many options. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this back in, like, a week's time. We got some intel. And then...
I think we have to do this with intel.
And we can build it.
Yeah, we can
build it properly, intel. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it's just impossible. It's just, like, moving players around.
No intel, you have to troll. But no intel is trolling.
So the issue is that usually there's like 3 teams that we like are expected to stick, whereas now I think there's 11 teams that could split, and there's only 1 team that will stick. Because last year we had FaZe, who had a bad champs but won EWC, which meant they stuck, and we had OpTic that won champs, which meant they stuck. So, like, it's easy because that's 8 top players still on the same team.
Right.
Trey said he had intel. Listen, I've got intel about, like, 4 players.
There's not much going on.
There's not much going on right now. You got to remember, all the players are still in Saudi, too. That's a 20-hour travel day.
Yeah.
It ain't like Anaheim Bar where you can get jiggy with it and then fucking, take a little 2-hour flight home and get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
plus there's no alcohol either, So, that also affects some decisions. I've seen some bad teams being made off an AMF, let me tell you. Yeah, boss. Let me get three adios, motherfuckers. Next thing you know, the shittest team in the world's been formed. Like, what? Good salary, though.
Yeah, good salary, though. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our teams. Falcons, King of Bodie, Slasher, Wixel, 540. Thanks, Fedley, for the 5. Probably still better than the teams I was forming. I don't know what I was cooking for Cloud9, I'll be honest. But, time will tell.
We'll do a serious one in like a week, like you said.
Yeah, we'll do a serious one when we can. Like, when there's enough going on that we actually can do it, then that's what we're going to do. Just one quick thing before we close out. This guy said his account name is Hook Tour. Teach and Alec don't have the Falcons badge next to their name anymore. I'm getting impatient. Rostermania needs to start. He reckons he's in fact adamant that RCTs and TJ had the Falcons badge. But I don't know about, would TJ have got it? He was only there for a week.
I have no idea.
I don't know. He says they definitely did. He said 100% they had it. RC says you're smoking. Okay, maybe they didn't then. There we go. Little live reaction.
$10 for a shirk, said Jimbo to FaZe. Such an obvious move. I don't think K-San is willing to drop the back for him.
Bro, why is K-San making all the calls? Is he the one who holds the money bags?
Well, I'm pretty sure he is somewhat of a GM for them too.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just kind of funny, right?
That's a funny ass Twitter name, bro.
Yeah, Hookter has been cooking.
Yeah.
He's got a good profile picture too. So yeah, maybe that never happened. Arstes is implying never was in saying that. So conclusion is Arstes to stay on Falcons. No changes. We'll see about that. Okay, gentlemen, we've had a pretty damn good show. It's been an entertaining one. It's definitely been up and down. It's had its moments. It's for sure had its moments. Okay, pleasure as always. That was episode number probably 70 or something, but I'm not even 100% sure. Gentlemen, ladies, thanks all for joining us today. It was a great time, and we will be back in more than likely a week's time to talk about what's transpired as a result of this, because we talked about EWC, we talked about some of the changes that might be coming, some predictions for the top teams, but it's very difficult to call while nothing's really happening out there. Over the next couple of days, we're going to see some things start to play out. But yeah, today was probably the most insane support we've had on the show. Obviously, it's a crazy time. Season just ended. Rostermania is about to get underway. Okay, it is episode number 69. I wondered if it might have been. So, you know, all the better. The super chats were flying in. Thanks all so much for the support. Those who are watching live on YouTube, after the fact on YouTube, after the fact on Spotify as well. We appreciate all of you guys. 5-star ratings, likes on the stream, all that good stuff. Don, it's been a pleasure. It was good to drink water with you today.
Yeah. I got a little, you know, in the sunken place this episode, but you know, it was a great time. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, overall it was a great show, man. W show. Ready for the next one.
Oh yeah. Final thoughts, Trey?
Wait, am I closing us out?
Yeah, a little close out if you want to.
Listen, it's been a great season. You know, we've started from nothing. You know, we had nothing going on. Season starts, everything's great. We went to a bunch of events. Next year, we're gonna try and go to more events. You know, maybe a different spin on things, but the watch parties or like the pre-shows and the episodes all stay the same. Whether it's with Donnie, who knows? We might be talking about Donnie. You know, we might be getting him on for a special guest because he won an event. Who knows?
Who knows?
But listen, we appreciate all the love and support. Today has been insane, by the way. The best dope check episode I think we've had. If we can get a little W spam in the chat, that'd be crazy. Yeah, we're back when some more roster stuff happens. I will be in GTA tonight. I'll be live streaming myself. Little self plug out there. Abso-goddamn-lutely.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
But yeah, listen, more roster stuff coming up. That's when we'll be live. We'll actually do the proper one because it is hard when we actually have no intel whatsoever because all the players are traveling back. It's been an absolute pleasure for myself, Don, and Rab. We'll see you guys for the next episode, which will probably be Monday, I guess, when we get some more roster info. But great season, great end to it. I hope you all are happy with the results. I had a great time. Absolute pleasure. We'll see you guys next time.
Take care, everyone.
Later.